Mayra
Take care of your Christmas
Tinajero.
bonus and don't waste it. On this good weekend, Profeco is
It-
near you.
The new ESPN 1700.
You're listening to ESPN Radio 1700.
Live from the Toyota Escondido Action Sports Studios, this right here, right now, the Action Sports Show.
It's time for the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports, featuring Jim Holthus and Dan McGranahan. And now,
You're on, guys.
Folks, welcome to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Jim Holthus, Dan McGranahan, and we've got, for the first time in-house tonight, finally, Mayra Tinajero. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, I'm so pumped to be here. I feel like we have so much to talk about between everything that happened over the weekend. We have UFC, NASCAR, and of course, Moto that happened. And I'm really pumped about this. I feel like our guests today are going to open up a whole new world to me that I had no clue existed. I feel like Princess Jasmine right now.
Right?
I mean, if I go a little bit darker, like I've been meaning to with my hair, I really think I could pull it off.
I absolutely agree with you. These guys' guests that we have today are, I'm really looking forward to kind of getting into what their whole world is. And it is amazing. I don't want to jump ahead of us. We got a lot of action.
No, but from talking to them, I think we're also in danger of losing our jobs, honestly. So
They are
they're a little spunky. But hey, folks, if you're just joining us, this is the Action Sports Show, your number one stop shop for anything and everything, the action sports world, each and every week. And you touched on it before, and let's just start with it right now. UFC 205, Conor McGregor, the first person ever to hold world championship belts in two different categories, and he did it Big Willie style, knockout. I think there was 3 or 4 knockdowns in the first round.
Honestly,
Crazy.
he came into that fight and just watching him, he was so methodical. He was so focused. I mean, he was daring him to come at him. I feel like every time that he made a move, Conor was able to predict it and, throw something back at him before, he had even been able to like throw something out.
Yeah.
Like totally. He was like, come at me.
Conor McGregor.
He was able to completely read what he was going to do and reply back with something.
Yeah. I got to call out a little bit our buddy on the Mighty 1090, Dan Cilio, whose post I read that said, man, I can't believe they had this scrub fighting Conor McGregor in there. But the fact is, that's Eddie Alvarez. He's a badass dude, A. B, he's the champion. So Conor's coming up to challenge him. And
that was Alvarez's world. And Conor, unfortunately, made himself king of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Alvarez. Anyways. Yeah, absolutely.
First ever at Madison Square Garden. Really?
What?
All the
Okay, I
greats.
didn't realize that was a new record for
I mean,
Madison Square Garden. I mean, the history at that venue is unreal.
Beatles, Elvis. I mean, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. If there's one name you ever need to know, Elvis is the only one. So just saying.
The attendance record, 20,247 people. That's a new domestic UFC record for the United States. This was 171 in Dallas, which was 19,000. So
you think they're going to go back?
Yeah, right. Social media record, 14 billion impressions. That's the most in UFC history. The pay-per-view.
Is it the biggest in sporting event history?
Yeah, they haven't released the figures of pay-per-view. What they have said, it is the single highest performing UFC pay-per-view in the history of any location and gross revenue included, although they haven't released the figures. It is the most viewed pay-per-view prelims ever as well. 2.4 million viewers for Fox's pre-show. unbelievable. That's the thing. They didn't release a lot of these things.
Well, dude, part of the prelims.
That card was really loaded. I mean, Conor is obviously pretty well known to be a business-minded fighter. He's very smart in that way that he's looking ahead for when he is no longer fighting. He's going to be around for a really long time.
And why wouldn't
He's a
you give him a
showman
piece?
now. He's a showman now, but he's going and transforming himself into a businessman at the same time as he's winning his fights.
Why wouldn't you give him an incentive-related piece of the action? Both ways. Sure. If anyone does right now, it's definitely him. So you talked about even the prelims and the stat card. Frankie Edgar, Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, that was a prelim. Dude, are you kidding me? And Jeremy did lose a decision. I mean, this guy, Edgar does not, you can't gas this guy. I know you can't gas this guy though, and he's so quick. He just never got a chance. Got him on the ground a couple times. It's not like he lost by a knockout or anything like that. The other big thing that happened during the night, Miesha Tate lost her bout and announced, surprisingly, retiring from the sport after a glorified 10-year career, including the World Championship.
I'm not going to say that it was really insanely surprising. I think that it was obviously something that was a big deal. I wouldn't say that it was just absolutely stunning. But are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Sorry.
So, I mean, I wouldn't say that it was like completely and utterly surprising. I would say that it is something that is a big deal just because she has been such an iconic figure with women's MMA. But after she pretty heavily got her title taken away by Amanda Nunes, I'm not really sure that she was able to mentally recover enough to recapture that really gnarly fighting spirit that she has been so known for.
And on the flip side of that, just a few weeks before that, she's the world champion.
I mean, it's been a crazy year for that girl, that's for sure. She needs to write a book or a memoir or something. But I heard that there was some sort of attitudes, some shots fired towards Dana White with the whole thing also. So I'm curious if there's a little more behind the scenes, a little more behind the scenes than what we really realize.
There's always been a little bit of a strain there when she felt she earned another shot at Ronda. But it was going to make it 3, and Dana was like, we can't. You've already done that 2 times.
I think he was done with that scene.
Yeah.
And if you read between the lines, though, women's UFC was really laying a lot on Miesha's shoulders from the figurehead perspective. Then Ronda came in, and it was like whatever. And then Ronda disappeared, and it was like, oh, Miesha, come back. We need you in all these fights.
We need the strong figure again. It's like leading the way. So I mean,
and now Ronda's back, and she's starting to feel blown off again. Maybe
now looking back though, was it a good thing or a bad thing that she didn't get that 3rd fight? If she loses that 3rd fight, maybe she never gets another shot at the title. She didn't fight Ronda. It came roundabout. She fought somebody else, and Holly Holm, and won the title from her. So that may not have happened had she fought Ronda that 3rd
I don't
time.
think she'll ever beat Ronda or could ever beat Ronda. They're just, their matchup doesn't work in her favor.
The day after Ronda's loss, I think she could have for sure.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be able to beat her? She was pretty far down. But, I heard a lot of stuff about her kind of wanting to transition into a little bit different things in her personal life as well. So, maybe that's just something that she wants to focus on a little bit more. Now, fighting, they have to be 1,000% committed to training for every single one of these fights, and they're training for, a year leading up to these fights, so, and that's a lot of stuff that, you have to sacrifice at the same time that you're, trying to move forward in life outside of fighting.
And we talked about it before the show. She's got her own podcast, and she's a really good personality. So maybe that's the direction she can go,
Indeed.
Matter of fact,
could
she
move that
emailed the
direction.
Action Sports Show wanting to come on and color commentate some of our MMA shows. So
That would be pretty
we're in the talks. We're in the talks. Misha, I'll get back to you soon.
Can I
Cool.
be on that time? Because I feel like I need a meter.
Absolutely.
I did some martial arts stuff when I was younger.
Show
Obviously
us.
not to that degree. I took Taekwondo, and I'm definitely not like a wrestler or grappler or anything, but I mean, I did take Taekwondo for 7 years. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. And I did fight in tournaments and obviously have to
That's
fight
cool.
in matches for like my belt tests and stuff, but clearly not to the degree that someone like Misha Tate would have trained in any sort of martial arts or anything. But I mean, it's something that she's someone that I very much admired as someone that, you know, wanted to do something, you know, even to the smallest degree that she, you know, did.
Hey, there was another little funny thing, Dan. I don't know if you saw, but the rumor is that the Connor's after party, Nate Diaz actually crashed the party and was hanging around in there. Now the talk is that Nate wants to come down and fight Connor for the 155 championship and the third fight of Diaz McGregor.
I'm totally disinterested in the Diaz McGregor fight personally.
The trilogy,
A lot
the
of people
saga,
might
come
like
on,
it, but
man.
I'm totally disinterested in that. I want to see Cruz.
Dominic Cruz.
I want to see something exciting, someone that can really get in there and bang.
Nate's not the only guy that's really going after that.
Nate just wants a
fight
payday.
with McGregor. Also, old Russian boy that Snoop Dogg actually recently was saying something that he picked him to beat McGregor. The Eagle, what's his face? Khabib.
Ivan Drago?
No. Well,
Khabib.
Old Khabib.
Yeah.
I cannot say his name. Nurmagomedov.
What'd you call me?
Whatever. But you know, like, so this guy, like in like the post-fight press conference, was all calling McGregor a chicken and like challenging him for, you know, to fight. He's 24-0, but he has pulled out of a lot of fights. So,
He's like, I got an
and
idea. I'll
Connor-
talk smack. That'll be the new thing.
Oh yeah, that's how they land their fights now.
But they all obviously want Conor McGregor because
Everyone's after him.
Here's
He's the guy
reality.
to beat now. Like,
What does that guy bring to Conor McGregor's table? Absolutely nothing. Never even heard of him.
Which is
There's
basically
the only
exactly why
person
Conor blew
that-
it off.
The only person that really makes sense to me is Dominic Cruz. He's the only one I've heard of. He's the only one that is a known figurehead that is out there really with a division, with a title. Let's make it 3 belts.
Yeah.
If you're that bad,
well,
he's got one up for grabs.
let's see what
If you're that
happens
bad.
because he fights in December on the same card as the Ronda Rousey return championship fight. And he's fighting Garbrandt, who's a badass dude. He's got his work cut out for him. Of course, I mean, this guy's a slugger, knockout artist. But if you can't hit somebody, I mean, it doesn't matter.
I think Dominic loves the knockout, the quote unquote knockout artists.
Well, dude, TJ Dillashaw threw haymakers, but he couldn't land them.
Right.
Right. So it's going to be interesting. But that fight happens on that grand stage on the Ronda Rousey card. Then I'm saying it happens. It's got to happen.
I do think Ronda's return is going to be a really celebrated thing. It's going to be big time. If she knocks some people out, she's going to jump right back to the top of the excitement, you know, that she was in.
What happens if she gets knocked out? Is it over?
No, not over, but I think that she falls into the sort of TJ Dillashaw level, you know. Yeah, that person was good.
You know, Ronda is undoubtedly so impressive, like obviously, undeniably. Right. However, I just could never get on the Ronda Rousey train. I just don't like her attitude.
I was rooting for
Like,
Holly
I really
100%,
don't.
honestly.
Like, I mean, she's kind of a douchebag.
I don't
didn't
like the
her attitude.
sportsmanship, the
I
talk.
didn't-
She
yeah, you're
never
right.
touches
Like, I
gloves. She'll
didn't
flip you off. I don't like that.
I thought it was, you know,
I always felt like someone told her she had to do that, and she doesn't have to do that. But maybe that is just her
seems like
character.
such an act, though. It doesn't seem
Right?
sincere, and it just seems like she's just trying so hard to be unsportsmanship-like.
Right.
She had that same stare down because they did the
What is
first.
this? What is this?
They did
what
the
is
first
this?
standoff stare down at UFC 205 for this fight that's still weeks away, and she had the same look, and it didn't do as much for me as it used to could. I'm just
Honestly,
saying.
her attitude, it made it actually kind of satisfying to watch her lose and lose big time.
So let's talk a couple other things here. We just got a few minutes, and obviously a lot of stuff going on there. But somebody went out and won the Lake Elsinore Grand Prix. Dan McGranahan.
Did you win it?
Yeah, no, I don't know who won it, but I was pumped. I went out, and if having the best time is winning, then I absolutely won the Lake Elsinore Grand Prix because I was having the best time.
Great.
You know, they ended up doing it all on the track, and usually they'll run it through town and whatnot. It's more of a Grand Prix through the city and through the streets and whatnot. And that's what I was looking for. Found out it was on the track, but I still did it because I had already kind of agreed to do it. Had an off-road bike, didn't have a track bike at all, so didn't jump anything. So I just kind of was like, I'm just gonna have a blast, and that's exactly what happened.
That's awesome.
I had a blast. So, and I don't know who won it. There was a guy named Seeds, Justin Seeds, a fast racer out there, and he passed me probably 55 times. So I don't know if he was like pulling over and then passing me again, because that's what it started to feel like, or if he was literally lapping me that many times. But shout out to you, Justin. But I'm coming for you at the next race.
I mean, maybe you were blowing by him so fast that you like didn't realize.
Maybe that's what it was.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he was just like a blur. You didn't even realize.
Yeah. Maybe we were battling.
And that's what
and
I'm
I only
saying.
noticed when he was
It was
coming
a
by,
battle.
but I didn't notice.
But you were going by so fast.
That could have happened. That totally could have happened. Thanks for thinking
Whole
about
new
me
way
like
to think
that.
about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, the Australian Supercross just happened out
yeah.
there. Cooper Webb raced it out there. Ryan Villapoto came out of
Okay.
retirement.
That was pretty sick to see Villapoto race for the first time in 2 years. I mean, I know that he was going to, do the European series, and unfortunately didn't quite go his way. So then he was away for a long time, and I know a ton of people were totally looking forward to Villapoto making his kind of comeback down there. And obviously, if you're a fan of Chad Reed, how sick was it to see him
Big
take
fan.
both nights?
Bro.
I mean,
It's in Australia. It's his hometown. It's a different type of race. He definitely was on his game.
on his game.
Absolutely
I mean, before that,
on
we
his
hadn't
game.
seen him win a race since like
Couple
the
years.
first Atlanta 2015, I think was the last time that we saw him race like a Supercross here.
Yeah.
Or sorry, win a Supercross here. So that was really exciting to see. We always want to see him come back. He's just such a legend, and I really love
Indeed.
his attitude. Like, he's going to go out on his terms when he's ready to. So that was pretty awesome.
And I've said it with his partnership and teammate of Cooper Webb pressing so hard. I think it's going to push Reedy to do even better, and I think he's going to win a race this year.
Oh, don't be surprised if Reedy comes out and battles for a championship. Don't be totally shocked by that.
Not at
that
all.
Could absolutely happen. It's not the most probable scenario, but it could absolutely happen.
I'm going to disagree with you. I really don't think he's going to be in contention for
I'm
the
not saying that he is either. I'm just saying.
I think he'll go out, maybe win a few heats, maybe win a race or two or something.
Yeah.
But
agreed. Like I said, it's not the probable scenario.
Yeah.
But it could happen.
Sure.
It wouldn't be.
Do you think he wins a race?
No.
I think he wins a race.
I think he'll win maybe one. But you know who did really awesome in Australia too? Justin Brayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He won that
did very
championship.
well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but he does pretty well when he's overseas though.
And on that note, a big shout out to Will Hahn, who was down in Australia racing and announced his retirement after a incredible run as a professional racer. I know we're going to still be seeing him all over the place.
Two pretty big stories in retirements there with Misha and Will Hahn calling it.
Congrats to both of them for awesome careers. But hey, we're going to go take our first break, and when we come back, Chandler Dunn is going to join us right here on the Action Sports Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're rocking.
Take money for your shame, and when I'm wrong, it's a shame. What can you do? One name to know, best place you can go. Toyota of Escondido.
You already know that Toyota of Escondido has a huge selection of new and used Toyotas, right? But I bet they have a few more things you didn't even know, like a certified collision center. If you're ever in an accident, get your Toyota fixed with the proper parts it was meant to have at Escondido's only Toyota certified collision center.
Toyota of Escondido. Toyota of Escondido.
Looking to save money? Toyota of Escondido has a full refinance department. Keep your current car no matter the make or model, and let Toyota of Escondido's refinance team help lower your monthly payment or current interest rate. Visit ToyotaEscondido.com and click the refinance tab. ToyotaEscondido.com. Shop for your new Toyota and much, much more.
Hi, I'm UFC Bantamweight Champion Dominic Cruz, and you're listening to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido.
Welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Jim Holthus, Dan McGranahan, Mayra Tinajero is here in-house. And, hey, if you're just joining us while you're on the website, follow our social media at TE Action Sports. That's at TE Action Sports. And you can also subscribe to the podcast, catch it each and every week automatically. Listen multiple times. Some people listen 5 or 10 times a week. I'm just saying it can't happen. So, hey, one of our great friends of the show back here, one of the big stars in the scooter world, Mr. Chandler Dunn, back in the house. Welcome back, man.
Thanks for having me again, man. How you guys doing?
Excellent. Excellent. What's going down? Last time I saw you, you were a little banged up. You had a broken arm, and I'm watching your videos out there. It's not keeping you from doing backflips and stuff. You're just doing it with the broken arm, but looks like you're all healed up.
I'm good now. And you saw me yesterday.
I did.
And he didn't have a broken arm, right?
Nice new Lexus you rolled out in from Toyota Escondido.
No, thank you guys.
Yeah, pimping out there, man.
So Chandler,
Oh, here we go.
you were on the show, like I think back in April, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And
April,
you
May.
were explaining how it kind of works with, scooters and like the competitions and whatnot, and how you end up being ranked in the world. Can you go over that again? I was a little confused, and I'm really curious. I literally know nothing about your sport, and I feel really bad. So I might pick your brain a little bit right now. It might feel a little bit like you're being interrogated, but don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, our sport, it's like known well all over the world. But we have like one specific competition series. It's called like the ISA World Championship. But the ISA competition starts with, there's 5 different countries that do it. So for instance, in the US, we have 5 stops, and it'll be all different states. One we usually have every year is at Woodward. And then they'll take the top 10 from each 5 of those competitions, and then you'll get a top 50 for a US national. And then, so you'll take,
50 people will compete still within the United States.
Yeah, and that's how every country is. You'll have the top 50 from 5 different countries.
Got it.
And then at the U.S. National, they'll take the top 10, so top 10 from all 5, and create a top 50 for Worlds. And Worlds is always in Barcelona, Spain. I didn't really compete this year just because of injuries. I went in 2015. I made it through Nationals and then to Worlds. And then Jeremy, we used to be on a team called Magyar together.
What's
and
it
we
called?
travel Magyar Action Sports. We used to be on them. I now ride for a company called Ride 858, and Jeremy and Jordan ride for Fusion. But Jeremy actually made it to Worlds this year and qualified through Nationals. It was at Chino Hills Skate Park. And then, yeah, again in Barcelona.
So that's like the primary.
Chino Hills in Barcelona?
Yeah, that was where National
Bit
was.
of a jump.
In 2015, our Nationals were at Vegas, and they had it there for like 3 straight years, but they mixed it up. Chino's a good park, and Jeremy had like a flawless run there, so he did really good. And advanced, no problem.
And that is a primary like competition series within the States.
Yeah, and then we have like, of course, like other competitions like all throughout the year. Another huge one is always like, it goes by numbers. Like we just had SD10. It's in Claremont at the YMCA skate park. That's like a huge one. That's usually in January, but it got rained out, so we moved it to August this year. And then we have some events at the Escondido Sports Center. So we do that, but yeah, there's a ton of like different competitions, but ISA is like the one that like keeps track of all your points and your like basically like your stats to go and advance and go make it to Worlds. And then in Worlds they take first day you have like qualifiers. So they'll have the top 50, but then they'll take the top 12 to finals. I'm not sure what Jeremy got this year. Last year I got 21st, which I was super stoked on it.
So that means you're like the 21st baddest dude, like at
in the world. And in the US, I was I think 5th out of the US, and 5 out of the top like 21, like where I finished were US, because like here we don't really have the skate parks that like the UK and Australia do, where you have foam pit, resi, perfect wood. Every skate park we got cement and some wood.
Now I heard that the Escondido used to be cement, and then they changed it to whatever it is now. Is it like ply or?
It's just like wood with masonite, like just normal wood park, but it's on concrete.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it. I don't remember ever going when it was concrete. I don't know. That might have been before.
Is it masonite or is it skate light?
I think skate light's like the black stuff they have at McVicker Skate Park in Elsinore. It's like black, like a plastic field.
No. That skate light it looks a lot like masonite, only it's harder.
Oh yeah, I'm not
more
sure.
Durable. It's likely skate light. Masonite breaks down real quick.
Yeah.
So like, what was your first competition that you ever, took part in, like to get to where you are now and end up at the World Championships? Like, what is your first step? Like when you're a ripping kid on your scooter, like where do you go to get started competing?
So the ISA, to advance to Barcelona, it's only a pro competition, but we have like amateur and beginner competitions throughout the whole year, and we'll always like invite people out to each competition just to get more recognition of the sport and grow it a little more. So invite all people, but really to advance for like the World Championships, it's like in the pro class, and we'll have you can go to any one. In 2015, me and Jeremy went to like I think 4 out of 5 just to do them. But you can, Woodward, I think is the first one. So you go there, everyone's at Woodward, and then you just compete for the top 10. So that's where you want to go. It doesn't matter which order you go in. You can only go to one. And if you get the top 10, then you're secured for nationals. So yeah, just find a qualifier. They're all over the US. There's 5 of them. So if you can make it out to one, you think you have a chance. It's not necessarily like skill. Like there's a ton of people I know that are better than me, like trick wise. And then I've never been that good of a competition rider, but like that year I really was able to like piece runs together that weren't like my hardest tricks, but consistent. And because once you fall, it's like it's done. So as long as you have a consistent run, then you should be good for a top 10 without falling, because one fall will hurt you.
I figured it's something like that. Give me the lowdown on where this thing's at from a high performance standpoint, like double backs. How many bar spins can people really do? Like where's the sort of top of the ceiling right now?
Well, of course you got Nitro Circus with Ryan Williams, who.
Well, I mean more like the that, park stuff, not so much the.
That you can just huck and go super high. But
we'll talk about that
on the mega ramp.
Yeah, but like that's like a different level. But park wise, like there's a ton of people like to just kill out there. My friend Bobby Rivas tried to huck triple backflip over like the mini mega, I think earlier this year, and got around just in time for the third one, but he didn't land it, but he hucked it, and I wouldn't ever huck that. That was gnarly. It was pretty close. If it was a little steeper, he would have had it, but
you can do doubles?
Yeah, I can do doubles. The last double I did was in January.
Is that video that I saw?
Yeah, that's like it kind of set me back this year, like just for competing. Like that one took like a lot of mental like hold on me, like wanting to do competing this year. And then when I finally got ready to compete again, then I broke my wrist right before I was supposed to go to Australia for a competition called Pro Series. But back to like the tricks, there's just, it's insane what people are doing now. Just it's like, you won't understand like what I'm speaking like language trick wise to you, but there's like tons of videos you can see of like, how do you even fling this around? But the street scene's making a huge like name in the sport. Like people are grinding like 30 stair handrails. Like one of my friends, Andrew Zamora, like I saw one of his edits. He like grinds like, it had to have been like 30 stairs or something, like rails like that. People are jumping off like things you wouldn't even want to jump off. Just feels like it hurt. But yeah, like the tricks are just the level of progression that comes with it is so quick. Like people do things like it's second nature, and I look at it still and I'm like,
my mind was blown when I was watching some of these videos. Like I do not even understand how you remain aware where this tiny little deck is and where you are in the spins or the flips, because this is unreal. You guys are like gymnasts at the same time as like skating, and also like when you're like skating, or I mean, is it skating, scootering? What do we call it?
Scooting?
When you're
riding?
riding, we'll call it riding. Okay. So I mean, do you go and ride like on the street, like random stuff on the street, or do you like stick to going to like a park?
There's like a park and street side of it. Like I can't really do any street tricks really. Like it's cool, but it's fun to cruise around like the city, like when we're in like Vegas or like a big city, and just cruise around, see the town, and just like ride little things that we see here and there. But like the street side of the sport, they like find every cool spot you can imagine, and they kill it on there. They do. I have a lot of respect for like the stuff that they find and tie into like finding lines. I think that's cool. Like in a video part, you're just cruising down the sidewalk and there's ledges, stairs, rails, And then there's like the park scene where park scene's like real, like just muscle memory. And same with both park and street. But park, like the tricks, it's like, it's real hard to like watch it when you're doing like the spins. It's all just kind of like muscle memory and feeling it. And then you'll know when something's not going and you'll just bail out. But
You just know it's not going to happen.
yeah, like you'll know, you can feel right off the bat.
Like if you're spinning in that muscle memory, like you can just feel if it's out around, and if it's out, you're done, right?
Yeah, like I can do like kind of, I don't really do that much technical tricks. I can do it when I'm like, it sounds weird. I can do it when I'm like alone or not trying to film it. And then when I'm like with my friends and then I try and film something.
You do
then,
get camera shy?
No, it's not that. It's just I just go in suck mode. I just, no, but. No,
Performance anxiety.
Yeah. No, I just get lazy. But no,
lazy.
But when we're going, like, yeah, it's all this muscle memory. Like the tricks come, but I've been doing like shows. Like I like that. Like I think it's crazy. Like everyone doing like a million tricks in one. Like I think it's cool. I kind of like just cruising.
Give me a big combo line. Like what's a using the verbiage you guys use to call these tricks.
So let's say like a
With an
butter
ollie?
cup. It's like
A butter
2.5
cup.
whips and a front bri flip. So you're like whipping the scooter while you're bringing it like around your back, over your head, and straight to your feet. I'll have to show you like a video because.
No, I get it. I'm totally picturing what you're saying.
And then we got like tons of stuff like that. There's Jeremy and Jordan are real good at like technical stuff.
Well, we'll get into it
Yeah,
with them. They're coming up next, but I want to hear some of these lines. You know, so
Yeah.
a butter
I know.
cup.
I'm curious. What is
like
all
that.
this stuff called? Like I'm
Um,
watching it when I was watching the videos, and I'm like, I don't know what that was, but that
Who's
was
the-
insane.
Who's
Yeah.
the super masculine writer that comes up with the names like Buttercup?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, how do tricks
my
get
buddy
named?
Raymond came up with that. Like I don't know why he came up with that name. And then this guy Brian Boston came up with like bri flip, which is a real common scooter flip. It's just a backwards scooter flip. And there's
Named it
inward,
after
which is
himself, smart
frontward.
guy.
Yeah.
I know. There you go. And then there's
Have you
like
named any tricks?
No, I don't.
You should
haven't named any.
like the Dunbar or something, you know.
The Dunbar.
Dunbar.
So when are we gonna see scooters and X Games then?
I don't know.
Like, is there a
That's what I'm waiting
movement
for.
trying
I
to
think
make
there's a
this
movement.
I
happen?
mean, I think Mega Ramp
I
is the
think-
most likely location at this point.
Yeah, it's the sport itself is gnarly. Like people like that don't know the like. If you say scooter, people picture like kids riding down the street, going to the mailbox or something, like little kids. But like no one really knows about like the full like credibility. Like I'm not saying we deserve, but like I think we deserve a lot more credit than we're given, especially by like a lot of other sports we're kind of looked down upon. But
I think
like-
street cred's on the rise, though, right?
yeah, like it's gotten
It's
up there. Like a lot
generationally
of
on the
people
rise.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And-
don't think people realize the stuff that you guys can really pull off on these scooters.
Yeah.
Like, it is insane. And now, like, it's not just a toy that you pick up, like at Toys
Yeah.
R Us or something. Like, you have like legit equipment.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of science and development that has gone into the equipment that you guys are riding now.
Yeah, and it's like the fastest growing sport. Australia, it's huge. It's not looked at like how it is here. In the UK, it's extremely huge. It's like one of the biggest sports there. So it's like really looked upon there. But like here, like if we got an honest chance, like we could blow
What do you
people's
think will
minds.
change that here? I mean,
I think
just
guys
give-
like all these
what-
guys are right now.
Yeah,
what's
we're
it
trying
going to
to.
take
It's-
to like really
It's
push
happening.
It
It's just going
forward?
to take time.
Yeah, it's just
It's going to take time for
you don't want
people
to rush something because it took BMX didn't grow overnight. Neither did skateboarding. It's going to take
Right.
time, and when it's meant to happen, it will. But yeah, like I think we deserve a chance because what we do is gnarly, and we get a lot of respect from all like
Well, you
BMX,
guys-
skateboarding, and all that.
The scooter riding really kind of started like early 2000s or so,
Like
getting like bigger.
I think like early 2000s is when it kind of took off. Was like around.
But progressive
like,
scooter
2009,
riding has
2010.
only been around for maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's really like huge, like how it is now, sponsors are finally coming in. There's more manufacturers, everything, and a lot of the times the reason I think we have a hold on our sport is because we get a lot of the scooter kid thing in the skate park. It's because a lot of little kids they would want to ride a skateboard, but it's hard to balance. So you got handles.
It's just
and
because it's easier for them, so that
yeah,
kind of
easier
stereotypes
to get off
you.
a BMX bike.
Yeah.
And
But
so,
it's also leveraged to do like some gnarlier stuff that requires handles.
yeah, and exactly. And we get like little kid, like people don't get no matter what you're on, little kids are going to get in the way. And they just happen to be on a scooter. So we get all the hate saying like, the scooter kids are in the way.
That's
Blah
pretty.
blah blah.
That's
They were in
true.
skate parks.
That's actually I never
that
thought
makes
about
sense,
it
I
quite
guess.
like that.
But yeah, they even get in my way. Yeah, like you get annoyed, but you can't get annoyed because you were once that like little kid. And I see little skateboard kids and little kids on bikes doing the same thing, and it's just
dude, those guys
like,
idolize you. I'm pretty sure I know.
So what is, I guess, the proper, behavior at like the skate park? Like, what are you supposed to do when you want to go off?
The
Yeah, the
etiquette.
etiquette. What is proper skate park etiquette that kids should be following, even if they don't know?
It's kind of just wait. Like a lot of times, kids just have their head down. Like they're so excited to go, they just put their head down, and don't watch their surroundings. But like I was once a kid, I did the same
So
thing.
basically, just being aware that other
it's being
people are
aware.
going off the same stuff.
Yeah, and like everyone gets along. Like unless it's you're constantly doing, no one has a problem. Like I'm friends with all like the skaters and BMX riders at the skate park. It's just like letting everyone like we're all there to do the same thing, have fun, ride what we love doing, and do that. And but you gotta like watch all aspects of the park of who's gonna go, who's up next, and kind of take your time.
Does it ever get like territorial? Like, oh no, you guys can't come out, and hang out in this part.
The only time
skate
it's
park.
ever been
Blue
like that.
Crush, like
Yeah. The only time it's ever
Locals
been
only.
like that is Venice. Skate park is just they can't stand BMX or scooter riders. It's all like that old school skate scene, like which like
But
I
Venice
think
is
is like
wild.
yeah, it's not like the skaters in general. It's just kind of the people that are there, like because I think like the old school skating is like extremely. I think it's rad. Like what they do. It's just I see them at like our local skate parks, and I think it's cool a lot. It's like a different style of stuff, and we like all show the utmost respect to everyone. But it's like then they start like disrespecting you for like just being on a scooter, and they say like we're gonna mess up the coping, but they don't understand their decks are like the same metal as their trucks.
Well, what about this riff between the Funk Brothers and the Beau Brothers? This big like Hatfield and McCoy thing that's going on.
Like the brothers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
What's
is there
going on
a
with them?
rivalry we need to know
Apparently,
about?
there's like a major riff going on.
Oh wow, so there's drama in the scooter scene too.
BeauBros versus the Funk Bros. Nah, we've all been long-term friends. Like, I grew up next door to Capron and Corey.
I just make stuff up
Yeah.
in case you're wondering sometimes.
Yeah, me, Jeremy,
when I feel like
Jordan,
there needs to be a
Capron, and
bomb
Corey.
dropped in.
Yeah, we've all been like in the sport since the beginning and been like the close group of friends. So there's no drama at all. Like our sport is like that's what I respect. Is like there's really no drama at all with it. Everyone like loves each other and has each other's back and supports each other 100%. No one at competitions. It's never try and outdo your buddies. Well, yeah, like you're trying to do good, but
yeah, you do. You want to win, man.
yeah, you want to win, but you're just as pumped, if not more pumped, when your buddies do a good run. Like
It's that sportsmanship thing we just talked about a little while ago.
We got to take a little break, so let you
Sounds
chew on
good.
that for a sec. See if you can come up with a good story, something about the riff or whatever. We're going to talk to them about it later too. And where are you at in the sandwich eating contest at the Rock and Jenny?
I'm at
Have
one
you
bite
had
on
one?
the first sandwich.
These guys are going to town. We're going to find out what the record is when we come back live on the Action Sports Show. Don't go away.
One name you should know, the best place you can go, Toyota of Escondido.
It's official. Once again, the truck pros at Toyota of Escondido sold more new Toyota trucks than any other Toyota dealer. That means more smart buyers like you trusted Toyota of Escondido's Truck Center to find them the right truck for work or play.
Toyota of Escondido. Toyota of Escondido.
It makes sense to buy from the truck sales leader. Let Toyota of Escondido customize your new truck to fit your active lifestyle. Choose from lift kits, custom tires and wheels, and much more. Come experience a whole new way to buy your next truck.
Toyota of Escondido.
Toyota truck sales leader for San Diego County for 2014.
You're listening to Guy Talk, broadcasting live from the Sport Clips Haircuts locker room. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, boxers or briefs?
Speaking briefly, boxers. Unless you're a boxer, then I'd go briefs. Next caller.
I want to find my nearest sport clips. but I don't want to ask for directions.
It's not technically asking for directions if you use sportclips.com to find your nearest Sport Clips location, and no one will ever know. Let's take a break for a word from our sponsor, Sport Clips, where guys go to get an awesome haircut while watching sports on TV. Throw in our relaxing massaging shampoo and our legendary hot steam towel, and you've got our MVP haircut experience. Your head will be as majestic as a freshly mowed Major League outfield. Try it today. Last caller, you're on the air with Guy Talk.
So how cool is getting a haircut at Sport Clips?
Oh, it's like stepping up to the plate and slam dunking a touchdown. That's all the time we have today. This has been Guy Talk, brought to you by Sport Clips, where it's good to be a guy.
What up? It's Twitch. You're listening to Action Sports Show.
You're on, guys.
Welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota of Escondido. We are live here on the set. Man, it's getting dark early out here. Completely black out there. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It's a desert season.
It
It's
is
riding
desert
time.
season. It's time for Crazy Chris and the bunny suit and some motorcycles, man.
Thanksgiving's a big weekend coming up out at the desert. I don't know if anyone's going.
No, I'm not going to go on that day. I will be taking part in the Oceanside Turkey Trot 5 and 10K. My kids will be running in it, and the young Marines, and we'll be out there serving water to the people at 5 in the morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up at 5 in the morning. I am not a morning person.
I concur.
Just being honest.
We will. My family will be at football practice as the kids keep going here.
Did you ever do the famed or your town the famed Turkey Bowl? Anybody do those?
They do some stuff like that around town, but at the high school level, you're still.
This was just like
playing in
all
the thing,
people
so
get together
all
and
the
just go
buddies
hang
and
out and
whatnot,
like
yeah, totally.
full contact, no pads. Like people get screwed up. Like probably not a good idea. Throwing
Yes,
turkeys at each other, dogs and cats sleeping together, mass hysteria.
On that note, though, on a Thanksgiving note and on this weekend note, I want to throw a shout out to our football team, the Vista Murrieta Broncos, who are going to be playing Mater Dei this Friday in Murrieta. I know this isn't a football show, but
sure
it's a big game. We're going to be throwing down. These are my boys, so I want you guys to
Speaking of
have
football,
our back.
did you guys watch the Steelers versus Dallas game?
Negative.
Dallas.
The last
How
8
about them
minutes were
Cowboys?
so stressful. I couldn't even believe it, but that was a good game.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? You know I'm from Texas.
Better not mess with Texas. Just saying.
You know what my nickname is, right?
What?
We'll have a couple Tex. I have a couple Tex, and
You know what my nickname is, right? No.
well, listen, one is Tex, and also because I'm Mexican too.
Tex-Mex?
Texican.
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 Hashtag. Do you have the
You heard
hashtag
it here
Texican?
first
Do you
from the
use it?
Texican.
Hashtag Texican. Sup?
You can check that out. So hey, we're back here live with Chandler Dunn, and we were just talking on break. You have a new wheel dealer out there, and Signature Series wheel that you're working with, right?
Yeah, so it's through my main manufacturer sponsor. Can't talk. My main manufacturer sponsor called Ride 858, and 5 guys on the team. We all got like signature wheels, so I got mine done. I did it. It's like a 120 millimeter size. So normal wheels are like 110 millimeter, but I went a little bigger, and then got like a nice blue core with a white wheel, and then I got my name on it, and I did like a whole American flag with 2 Statue of Liberties. Yep.
Very cool.
Ride
Not a
858.
baby.
Is that a San Diego thing?
No, people. That's what everyone asks, and it's out of Australia. So
That's not the area code in San Diego.
Wow.
for
See, I was
reals?
totally
It is.
expecting it to be, based out of San Diego, since 858.
So what's
I totally saw
858?
that
Where'd they
coming.
come up
Fake
with
me
that?
out.
that's one of their area codes out there. Yes.
They have area codes?
I don't know.
Thought it was just
Never
one
been.
big area.
It's like a
Might
gang
be.
of kangaroos.
I don't know. We need to find that out.
You're the one that needs to know. You need to ask the sponsors.
I know.
You know where the 405 is?
Yep.
Where?
In California.
Oklahoma. Area code.
Oh,
thought you were talking about the
I thought you were talking about the freeway.
Not the freeway that
I'm
you're
like-
stuck in going, man, this freeway
doesn't
sucks.
doesn't the 405 go through multiple states?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think
The area code.
Is it only a
405.
California?
The 5 does. The
Okay.
40 does. The 10 does.
I've been through many estates on the 40.
Yeah.
On my way to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you're going
Amarillo by morning.
George
Amarillo by
Strait.
morning.
Classic.
Oh, very nice. Have you done the Texas 72-ounce steak challenge in Amarillo?
I have not.
Feel you should.
But,
steak challenge.
you know, speaking of steaks, I mean, my family raises cattle. I have literally bottle-fed a calf that ended up being my steak.
We got to get
Let's
into
agree
this.
not to eat
There's
your
some
family's-
details between those two.
Let's agree
sides
not
of
to
this
eat your
I'll be
family's
honest.
pets.
I mean, they were treated very well. They had a very great life on our farm. However, that was going to be the end for them. They might as well have enjoyed it with
They're
my
going to be on
family.
someone's plate. It might as well be yours. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
we treated them nicely
She's good.
first, but if they were going to meet that end, regardless,
Pun
at least
intended.
they
Pun
had,
intended.
at least they had, you know, a nice life with us first.
Nice. We're going to have to check it next time you're going out past
I'll check it
Cadillac
out.
Ranch.
I'll check it out. Next time I drive home.
Chandler's like, wow, I don't know how to bring this one back to me, but
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Talk to me.
have you ever ridden a bull?
Bull? No, I want to.
Have you ever ridden a mechanical bull?
I have.
Many times.
How'd it go?
Well, all right.
You stay on for the 8 seconds?
Yeah.
We're at Stampede.
It was this one place right outside of Universal Studios.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've been there, like where you go out and I've been there once, like Universal Studios once, and it was nighttime when we left. Went out somewhere and there's like the whole like it's like a walkthrough, like big mall area where you can just shop at all the stores.
Yeah,
and there's like
Universal
this
City Walk.
Yeah, something like that. And then there was like this old it's kind of like the Stampede type of restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was like a bar too, and I think it was 21 and up for that. But they had a mechanical bull there. So
Was it like Coyote Ugly where they have the chicks and like chaps like dancing on the bars and stuff too?
No, this one was.
I was just at that place in Vegas.
No, this one was.
That's a bummer.
They had like dancing stuff there, but yeah, the bull was like kind of outside, and like secluded away from like all the inside like dancing and all the music. So
It was a mechanical bull.
Yeah,
Okay. Otherwise, we're going to go slapping bulls.
yeah.
Like some
Slap
wild
some
hogs.
Okay, but back to the question I was actually going to ask. I forgot it there for a second because you guys started distracting me like pretty.
You'll
we went
have,
off
you'll
on a
have that.
tangent.
You'll have that.
Tangent, super far out tangent.
Look, chickens.
But anyway, so that gnarly crash that you had in January that like busted up your face and stuff. Like how long does that take to recover from, and like what do you do?
That one like set me back, like I said, mentally, but that one I was out for a few minutes. I think like
Because you
I was out
were
for like
laid
3 to 5
out.
minutes or something.
That was pretty intense, honestly. It was a pretty scary video to
Yeah.
watch, actually.
I mean, normally if I was gonna do a double backflip in my run, you do it like kind of at the beginning. But I was like, I guess I don't really remember, but I assume just after you run, like normal contest runs, you're like kind of like the last couple of tricks are just kind of you're out of breath, like trying to go because.
And this is one you need all your steam to get the
Yeah,
two.
and like you don't think about like breathing. Like I'm the type of person like you hold your breath while you're going and you like forget to breathe, so you're like all winded by the end. But yeah, I'm guessing that I was just tired, and I've done like a ton. Like I've done probably a good 100 double flips. Like no, never had a problem. And then this one, I just
Were you just off your rhythm or something? Like
I don't know. I
So
wish I
next
could
time, do you
tell
just throw it down right
I
off the
think-
bat in your
well, you-
routine, just right
Yeah.
away? We're double back.
You could tell my first flip was slow, and I tried to speed up a little bit on the second one, but I was already too slow on the first one. And I was opened up more, like I was a little more straight up, and usually you'll be tucked in. Some people drop their like shoulder to get a little more spin, so it's like a little dipped. But I can't. I can do that on single flips. I'm flipping small stuff, but on that I'll normally just tuck up. Like I randomly went for it at one of our mini mega ramp contests at Woodward East. Ended up getting 4th there, and it was my last run, and I just hooked a double flip, and I didn't even think it was gonna work, and then I was surprised when I rolled away. But like that, you're not tired at all. But I'm guessing like I was tired. I don't really know.
How many tricks are like in your like typical run?
Your runs usually are like depends on the contest. Some are like usually like a minute and a half or 45 seconds. Minute and a half's usually like at the bigger skate parks. On the open, I think Woodward was like a minute or 45 seconds, something like that. But yeah, right in there, and it's all just depends on like the obstacles and if you have a good flow, like that you can transfer from different like basically keep your flow going by ramps in the skate park, and you can keep a line going rather than going here, stop, go all the way over here and go. You kind of want to just basically the different obstacles you want to tie tricks in to get to where you want to be. So you got to figure that out. And probably I'd say anywhere from 10 to 15 tricks in a run.
So do you plan them out, like what you're going to throw like before you go?
Yeah, the last like, not this year because I didn't really compete, but yeah, last year I was real like get a rundown. But me and Jeremy used to be the type of people that show up, screw around, just laugh with everyone, joke around. And then 10 minutes before we're supposed to take our run, then we kind of try and figure something out and just wing it. And that didn't really do good for us. But last year,
that strategy didn't work.
What?
What a
I thought
shocker!
it would.
Who'd have thunk?
We were just having fun traveling, like every other weekend, going all over the U.S., all over the world. It was fun. Me and
What's
him.
the next big deal coming up for you?
Just kind of get back on track for the next year's competition season.
When does that start?
We'll probably have SD11 probably in January, I'm guessing, because we usually have it there every year. I'm not quite sure. And then in the end of March is when the ISA tour will kind of pick back up. And I just had a cool event. It was like the first one we did 2 weeks ago down at Claremont Skate Park. They built like a whole skater cross course. So it's like a big roll-in, kind of like, not like a mega ramp, but a lot smaller. A big roll-in like that. They have 2 big boxes, and then it's just like berms and everything, like, and like it's a ton of obstacles. And the skater cross, the skaters had like a huge event. It's just straight racing. Like tricks aren't involved. It's just trying to pump through and beat the guy. So we did that. It was cool. They of course call it scooter cross, but it was like the first time I did it, and it was an awesome event. It was like one of the funnest times I've had.
Did they just have that down at Escondido Center down the street here a couple weeks ago?
No,
What was
they had
that?
Battle of the Shops.
Oh, okay. I knew they had something that had a lot of big guys. You were down there, right?
I was not.
You were not? Oh, I thought you were going down to that.
No.
Okay, so your scooter that you're riding on like day to day, or like you're taking to the skate park or whatever.
Yeah.
Like what? Like describe your scooters to me, because I've seen some really insane looking scooters that I don't even know what they're for or what they're built to accomplish. So I'm just kind of curious here, especially also those like off-road scooters too, because those are like pretty sick.
Have you done those?
Yeah, the dirt scooters. Those were probably like 2 years ago. Those were really popular. Like everyone was doing it, and then it kind of like died out. But still, it's fun to do it every now and then. But yeah, that kind of was real popular for a while, and that was a lot of fun. Our scooters, like there's so many sponsors out there and so many different ways you can do. Like this company, Youth Gone Wild, they came out with.
You realize that is a reference to a Skid Row song?
Yeah.
Yep.
Youth Gone Wild. Yeah, but they came out with a titanium bar, and it's like the lightest bar you could imagine. Like it changed the game for a lot of people, and like trick wise, and they're really, really durable. So many people are riding them. And then when I was on Mad Gear, I was with Youth Gone Wild. So I had that mixed together, and those bars were really good. And then I got my new sponsor, 858. They contacted me, and it's a new brand coming out. So it'll be released in a few weeks here, like 2 weeks, and all our signature stuff. But the
that people can buy?
Yeah. So it'll be in like shops and everything. The bars I'm riding right now, they're called Carbon Fade bars. They're with 858, and basically I think it's carbon fiber up top, and somehow they get it to go to aluminum down the head tube, and then it's wrapped in carbon. So those are really light.
What is the point of that? Like what is it? How does it help you?
Kind of just lighter but more durable, because aluminum bars, they'll break,
Flex
crack
a lot.
Yeah, in chromoly, well, I always rode chromoly. This is my first time ever riding, besides the titanium, but this is my first time ever riding like anything aluminum. And I love it, and it's real serious. Basically, I just didn't trust like aluminum, but so many people like it because it's lighter, easier to do a lot of the tricks. And yeah, anyways, those bars are great, no cracks at all, and they hold up great, no bending, and they've been tested well. And then we got the deck, which is by 858. They come in different sizes. We're doing like a normal size for a scooter deck is 19.5 long and 4.5 wide. The one I'm on right now is 21 long and it's 4.75 wide. And so it gives you a little more room. I don't really do that much of a technical aspect. I kind of just almost like chill with my tricks and just do like fun like flip combos and just Supermans, like stuff that's just fun to me. It's not like the hardest stuff, but I enjoy just
Does that
doing
difference
like
in size like significantly change like what type of tricks you can do?
Yeah, the deck size, it puts a little hindrance on the like the ability to do all the technical like flip tricks, not backflip, but like just like technical tricks like the buttercup stuff I was talking about. Like there's like whip front scoot whips, like all different type of tricks that it's easier with the smaller deck. Just make everything flow together when you like, because every little inch it wouldn't seem like it mattered, but you got to change a little timing on how you fling it and where it's gonna hook and come around where you want it.
I gotcha.
But yeah, bigger decks are more popular in the street scene, so it's just more comfortable, a lot more foot room. But my scooter is that, and then I got my signature wheels, and then the 858 fork and clamp. So I got a whole complete through my sponsor, and that's what they want me to do is ride the complete. So I've been doing that, and I adapted well to it. So I love it. Yeah, the whole company, the people behind it, and the scooter,
awesome.
It's going great. So I'm pumped to get it. I started with them earlier this year, but I was just struggling with injuries and just had a lot going on this year. So, but I'm ready for fresh new season, ready to come back and stay injury free and have a good 2017.
I mean, I was on your Instagram and your posts are all extremely positive, so I feel like you've got it pretty going.
Yeah, that's one thing I do.
For 2017.
I try and just reach out to kids, like maybe they're in a down spot or feeling a little low, give them a little more self-confidence and motivation. Just know that it's not about how good you are, it's how good you want to be. So just
and having fun at the end of the day. That's,
just enjoy it.
Doing what you enjoy. That's the whole great thing about scootering, when it broke out from skating and all that stuff, and got the bad rap. Hey, they're having fun. That's all that matters. And congrats for all you do and being a good role model. And hey, congrats on the new sponsors and all that kind of stuff. Where can they follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram is my main social media. You can follow that Chandler Dunn 1. I also have a Facebook page. It's Chandler Dunn. Twitter is Chandler_Dunn. But if you really want to stay up to date, just do Instagram, Chandler Dunn 1.
Chandler, you're a legend. We're really lucky to be able to have this relationship with you. Thanks for supporting the Action Sports Show.
And Toyota Escondido.
Thank you,
guys. No problem. Done a lot.
Look forward to doing more with you and maybe even having you out for our Supercross party in January and some other things like that.
Yeah, well, I'll be out there. Me and a bunch of our friends are going.
Hey, when you going?
Yeah, we're going to go out there. My buddy Jacob got tickets for his birthday, and then me and my girlfriend and then a couple other of our friends will all be out there for Supercross. So yeah,
sweet. Well, we're doing our big autograph party the Thursday before the San Diego race. So I'd like to have you and some of the other, maybe we can get these guys to come down and have a big autograph zone again. But Chandler Dunn, thanks a lot, folks. We are halfway there. The BeauBros are coming on next. You don't want to miss this. They're having a sandwich eating contest right now. It's crazy. We'll be right back.
It'll rock your brain, ruin your good name, take money for your shame, and we're wrong, it's outside. What can you do?
Catch the Action Sports Show powered by Toyota of Escondido Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. right here on ESPN 1700, featuring Jim Holthus, the host, the agent Dan McGranahan. Get fired up by amazing guests from the world of action sports, such as Supercross star Cooper Webb, UFC title contender Dominic Cruz, FMX superstar Robbie Madison, surfer Tori Meister, musician Graham Nancaro, and more. The Action Sports Show brings you the biggest names in the action sports world. Tune in every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. right here on ESPN 1700.
This is Shannon Campbell.
Hi, this is Walker Evans.
Big Daddy here. This is Jeremy McGrath.
Hello, this is Jay Leno.
This is Mario Andretti.
This is Carl Renazetter. This is Rick Dale with Rick's Restorations.
This is Paul Tracy.
Hey, this is Sonny Garcia.
This is Trigger Gum, Daredevil.
My name is Paul Thacker.
Robbie Gordon here. This is Ryan Arciero of Arciero Miller Racing.
I'm Ryan Friedlinghouse, CEO of West Coast Customs.
This is Kerry Hart.
Hey, I'm Tanner Faust.
Travis Pastrana here from Nitro Circuit, and you're listening to the Action Sports Show.
You're on, guys.
Folks, welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Hey, if you're just joining us, we are the one-stop shop each and every week. Anything and everything in the action sports world right here in the Toyota Escondido Action Sports Studio. You saw the one and only Andrew Myers right there. Man.
The only one.
The only one. You can go to @realandrewmyers.com to follow him.
Is he verified?
He is verified. He is verified. But, hey, if you're just joining us, Jim, Dan, and Mayra here with you, and we have an awesome show. We want to welcome our next guest onto the show, Dan.
Oh, I would be happy to. It is the Beau brothers, Jeremy and Jordan Beau.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Break it down for me. Which one's which?
I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy. Jordan.
I completely lied to you.
They are lying.
Okay. Which one's older?
I'm older. I am Jeremy. He is younger. He is Jordan.
Who's
I know I look older, but
one of you
This
guys
is not
are
the parent
lying.
trap, guys. This is not the parent trap.
Hey, he's remicing us. We're set Wow, now. okay.
I'm really miking it
So
right
for
now.
those who did not hear us, I'm Jeremy. I'm 20 years old. He's Jordan. He is how old are you?
17. Thanks. I appreciate you, dude.
I totally
And
knew
you
it.
guys are out of Murrieta, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right on. Right. Whereabouts?
Kind of off the 215 a little bit. I mean,
By that new,
Marietta is
by the new
Marietta.
hospital.
There
the
you
new
go.
Loma Linda Hospital.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right over there.
So
Very
come to our
cool,
house.
very
Come
cool.
There's
say
an
hi.
Albertsons nearby. Arco, if you're low on
They'll give
gas.
their address a little later. You can swing by anytime they say
Yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
down in the description.
Absolutely.
Well, you can figure out where they live just from watching. They film in their front yard all the time.
Yeah,
So-
no, definitely. Let's give them
So
super
does that
good
mean you
ideas.
guys have gotten stalkers dropping by then?
A couple
once or
times.
twice. Yeah.
Not much.
I mean, I hope you guys aren't like sharing your location on your Instagram posts
No,
and
no,
people like
no.
coming in like
Oh,
creeping in the window.
share it.
Only if their name's Myra,
No,
they can stop by.
What?
Whoa!
I'm
That was
just-
supposed to be a joke, I think.
No.
I mean,
No.
I've had stalkers before, so I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
actually know
no.
what it's like when
How
someone's
do
like
you
trying to
keep
track
this
you
guy
down.
on a leash, man? He's a
You
wild
don't.
one.
You got to let him go.
Just let him
They
run.
let me run free
There's
for
no use
sure.
to it.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like the dog leash, you know, the one that lets the puppy just run wild.
Yeah, it's got
There's
it's
no
like
little
a-
button to retract though.
Yeah.
The
No,
button's
absolutely
broken.
not.
Yeah.
The button has, yes, it has broke.
That is great. So you guys started in the scooter world sort of as athletes. Now you're turning into this like whole other thing where you guys are just entertainers essentially. And I like that. I like that you guys are just embracing whatever's right in front of you. But let's just start real quick with where it all started. Who's really started? Were you originally doing it? Like how did this thing come about?
So I mean, we've always been in action sports since we were younger, skateboarding, riding BMX. And I mean that eventually turned into scootering. We were at the skate park when we were younger. I picked up a scooter. I liked it. Got one for Christmas. He
You were already
followed.
I'm the
doing
little brother.
skateboards at the time, and then you came across scooters.
Yeah, just he picked it up. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's that simple. Just I want to try this, and I did. I enjoyed it, so I started going from there. And Jordan followed soon
Little
after.
brother tagged along.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
tag along as a little brother. You know what I mean? But it just sucks though, because I'm always better than him at stuff. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's a bummer.
Well, definitely that question is coming for both of you. So
No, you wait.
who's really
Me.
Oh, you
who's
What
wait.
really
the guy?
goes on? Who is
Yeah.
the man?
No, he's a talker. We can't demonstrate here. So
We could. Someone who
Who's the
isn't
hero and
best
who's
does
the
this dirt bike
sidekick?
actually work? This thing live, it works.
It works absolutely.
Yeah, we could ride that too.
I'm
That
allergic
works.
to dirt bikes.
I got
Oh,
nothing.
see.
man.
Do you
Now
guys
you're
ride
starting to
dirt
back
bikes?
away.
No,
We
I
have before.
But
You're
no.
like, no, we don't, but we have.
But we will.
But that's
Like
actually
that,
like
yeah,
probably
yeah.
better that we don't because I
Yeah.
don't think we'd be walking anymore.
Yeah.
it'd be
Being
bad.
this sort of very popular role as athletes and I know it's all pretty new. Your guys' YouTube has been exploding. Congratulations on,
Thank
on
you.
all the hard work it takes to get to
Yeah,
that.
thank you very much.
And enjoying it, and I know it will continue to do that. Are you starting to get recognized places? Like, do you go to school? Do you go to school around?
He's done with school. I go to Palomar Community College in San Marcos.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Okay.
I've only been noticed like twice at my school because I mean, our target age group with our YouTube channel is not too much college students.
Right.
So,
It's younger.
so not that, but I mean, yes, it's definitely since our channel has been exploding lately, it has been coming up more. And I mean, it's never. I don't think any time soon is going to get to the point where it's annoying. It's nice to have fans come up to you and you make their day, and it's just humbling to see that. So
you guys are filming on this every single day.
I'm currently.
Are
the
we
camera
filming
is
right now?
on my
The
face.
camera
Are we
is
live?
on.
Are we live?
What? We
What?
made
Say hi,
it
guys.
onto
Hi,
the
guys.
channel.
You haven't made the edit cut yet.
Yeah.
If you edit me out, please
no,
do
you're
not
in
crop me out of your video the way that Conor McGregor cropped his fans out of that
it's
video, that
wrong.
post.
Connor,
Consider yourself
Did you guys
B-roll.
see that on
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yes, I did.
that's just messed up.
That was
What a
kinda
mistake.
dirty.
Yeah, no, he can't.
How
do
much
that.
of your footage though must hit the cutting floor? Like the majority, right?
I mean, you'd be
He
surprised.
was the editor.
We switch off.
It's amazing. Yeah.
What are you
I
guys
mean,
editing with?
Final Cut.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's great having both of us being able to edit. So I mean, if he's busy with something or we will have girlfriends. We're taking the girlfriend out to dinner or whatever. We just kind of switch off, and it works really well. But you would be surprised. A lot of the footage that we
Like you
film-
switch dates, like you'll
Oh, yeah,
have dinner
his
with
date
your
night's
girlfriend.
Thursday.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
take
You
both
have
the
assigned
girls
date
out.
night. You have assigned
Absolutely.
date night.
No.
I know Final Cut to an extent. Like it's still a lot of
Complicated,
work,
yeah.
and you guys are filming, for hours because I mean I've seen your videos. There's you'll start in the morning and end at night.
Oh yeah.
So you're filming all day long, and then still editing. So it's literally a full
They're
time
3
job.
a.m. What time did you go to bed last night? he had a
I
long day
literally
yesterday.
sent Jeremy a Snapchat at 5 a.m. because I got home late, and you got to edit. You got to post every day. The thing with YouTube is it's literally revolved around consistency. Kids want to be able to come back to your channel every day or every other day
And
or on a
see
set
something new.
date and see and expect to see something there.
Yeah.
So did you guys model your kind of YouTube channel after someone else that you're following on YouTube? Like was there some sort of like YouTube star inspiration or something?
Not modeling, but I mean,
well, no,
You
no,
gotta
not
take some
like,
influence.
I mean, I
base
saw
it
you
off
do a
someone
couple
else.
turns earlier. You were modeling.
oh no, I do model. That's a side job though.
Runway only.
Also,
That's
I
side,
mean,
yeah.
I saw you pull like that Carl's Jr. move, with your sandwich.
That was only for you
Saw
though,
that.
so no one else saw,
Saw
that,
that.
actually.
Who's winning
Really?
the sandwich eating contest right now?
Oh, we're gonna talk about this.
By
Okay,
the way-
but
Tell 'em,
who's
bro.
winning the pepperoncini eating contest?
Still
I'm
me.
a-
I kept them down.
I'm very
I kept them
bitter
down.
about the
She's upset.
pepperoncinis.
She is
Did you
upset.
puke?
They're still
No,
good.
I almost puked though. I'm
They are
being
good.
dead
Did you
honest.
rinse them off?
No, you're gonna have to do that.
Listen, so we're over there, right? And this is our thing.
So we've got a big tub of killer Rockin' Jenny sandwiches.
yes.
Mhm.
Shout out
Right.
to them for the supply.
Thank you very much.
Jeremy, me and Jeremy do this thing called What Are the Odds all the time. If we want each other to do something funny, you say, what are the odds you do it? You pick a number between the chances that you're willing to risk. So say he says 1 in 20 and we count to 3 and on the same time we say a number between that. And if we say the same number, he has to do it. A lot of people did it. Our friends introduced us to it and it's hilarious. So I'm over there and I ate 3 sandwiches. That's just out of my liking, out of my preference for
Right.
sandwiches, correct? So I eat those, right? He ate
Before you
3.
even knew there was a contest.
Absolutely. It was just for fun.
Just for fun.
And then he hits me. He decides to hit me on camera, so I can't deny, correct? He says, what are the odds you eat 2 more sandwiches? I lost. So I ate 2 more. They're mini, okay? Let's not
I
think
don't know
about
if you're
your idea.
losing
Those are
or
pretty small. They
winning
were
when you
pretty
get 2 more.
Yeah,
For,
so
for
I'm
the record,
winning.
it was
Winning.
your idea. He looked at me. You said, "What are the odds you eat 2 more sandwiches?"
Well, I
1
wanted
in
to get
5.
him.
I won the odds, right?
Wait,
so we didn't say the same one.
you proposed,
Yeah,
That
he did it
eating
to
2
himself.
more.
He brought it on
Karma
himself.
got me for sure.
but the one that says
So here, for example, he said, "Jeremy, what are the odds you eat 2 sandwiches?" And I said 1 in 5. We said 1, 2, 3. I said 2. He said like 4. So we didn't say the same number, so I didn't have to do it. Then I said, "Jordan, what are the odds?" And normally you match odds. If you're good sportsmanship, you have good sportsmanship and odds, you match the odds. So he said 1 in 5. We both said 3. He had
So
to
I
eat 2
did
sandwiches.
okay,
2
I
sandwiches.
get
It's
it.
very
I get it.
fun, and I mean, if you back down at odds,
It sounds
Okay.
it just
disgraceful.
sounds like a way that you guys use to punish each other.
Absolutely.
What is the
Absolutely, for
wildest outcome of this little challenge that has happened
There's
so
been some
far?
crazy ones lately.
Honestly,
Go talk to
out of pain, I want to say the peppercini I just did a couple seconds
So
ago.
you're
yeah,
in like 7.
pepperoncinis.
You're
You
in
guys
like
ate all
7
my
sandwiches
pepperoncinis.
deep or something.
So I had 5 sandwiches. They're mini though, which came out to be a
Quarter
very
sandwiches.
large sandwich. And then there's a box of like 30 pepperoncinis.
Right.
I'd say about 15 of them were eaten. And Jeremy, what are the odds of me eat the whole thing? I got a little ahead of myself, set a low number, and I regretted it. It was not my best choice. No.
So you ate 15 pepperoncinis?
No, there
he
was.
attempted to.
I tried. I downed like a 5, 6 of them, and then I started drooling because I was laughing. So that's why I'm sorry, Mayra. There are no pepperoncinis left.
Did
for
you guys save me a sandwich?
We did.
There are
See, here
a
is
lot
the
of
problem.
sandwiches.
I tried to eat a sandwich before we got started. However, I was really afraid that I was going to smear my lipstick all over my face while
Yeah,
I
tell
was
him.
eating.
Tell him your story about
That's
how.
that's why
something,
I
though.
don't eat
What did
before
you
the
eat?
show.
Okay, listen. So if I'm wearing lipstick
Yeah.
and I'm trying to eat a food that I have to like take a bite out of, unfortunately, it causes my lower lip to curl down and it'll touch my chin and leave a mark across my chin of my lipstick that I'm wearing.
That's pretty fun.
How is
So-
that possible?
What if that's a new thing?
Because
though?
you know what? I have nice
Are they
lips
just
that are
large lips?
natural.
Those
by
are
the
real.
way.
Are those are real?
Here's the deal.
Believe it or
Real.
not,
You're
Natural
supposed to
lips
chew with
don't-
your teeth and not your lips.
Yeah, but still, when you take
got a
a
point.
bite, it's still going to like you're trying to like bite down, so it's still going to like my food's going to touch my lips.
You know what?
You know?
Because they're like,
Yeah,
I got you
exactly,
now. I thought during
exactly.
chewing, I'm like, how are you doing
No,
that?
I'm not chewing with my lips.
I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
disagree and say that I'm still very lost on how that happens.
So-
but I'm sorry for you.
But anyway,
sandwiches out.
regardless
You could do like a chicken McNugget or something.
Yeah, totally, something
Okay.
small.
They're lip. She calls them lipstick foods.
Lipstick appropriate.
Chicken
foods.
McNugget, not food, by the way.
Oh,
So
it is.
on dates, I have to be
Where's the video?
careful what I order because I also don't want to be that high maintenance girl that like pulls out my mirror in the middle of dinner, to check.
Ah.
Oh, don't do
So
that.
I have to like, be careful about what I eat. It has to be something that will like.
You don't want him to go, why is
easily
her
fit
lip
in
on
my
the floor?
mouth."
Why is her lip on the floor? It's weird.
You're not letting me finish my story. Anyway, so I tried to eat a sandwich. It didn't really go that well. So I'm like, I'm going to hold off on this. And then the box goes over there. We're saving it for after the show until I hear that these guys
They
ate
mo-
all the sandwiches and
mowed it.
pepperoncinis.
There are sandwiches left. I would like to
There are.
announce that.
Pepperoncinis, you're gonna
I
have to give
can't
them
eat a
little hand
sandwich
wash
without a
first, though.
pepperoni.
If
Oh,
you
there
want a
goes my water.
pepperoni, there's a water fountain over there.
Folks, if you like to come down to Toyota Escondido, you too can have a sandwich
I'm
right
just saying,
now.
Get
the
in
guys
here.
got greedy. The guys
ABC
totally got
peppercini.
greedy.
We apologize.
Yeah, right on. They were good though. Thank you again for those.
That's what's interesting about your whole thing is that these guys make comedy and entertainment out of basically nothing.
Sandwich.
It's like Seinfeld, a show about nothing. That was a TV show years ago.
That's
Literally,
funny
I
you
would
say
like
that.
to admit to you that I love that show.
It's still the best show on TV, if you ask me. Yep.
But anyways, it's funny you say that because we were in a meeting earlier and we were talking about what we do, and it really is it's truly just us doing what we want and doing random things and just making the best out of it.
Yeah,
which is the beauty of it because we don't have to set a schedule and let's go do that. Okay, cool, and we're able to film it and somehow get good content out of it.
So if you guys are checking these guys out, make sure to go check out their YouTube page. Lots of entertaining stuff going on there. You can see like how rad it must be, and Chandler's involved with these guys also, but how rad it must be to just be young, kind of charging at life and be able to do kind of the things you're doing. You're in a great stage of life and you're obviously
Absolutely.
embracing it, and having a blast.
It is a
with
blessing.
You guys spend a
sure.
lot of time in Starbucks.
Yeah. How do you know?
I watched your videos.
Yeah,
Duh.
too much time in
Hey,
Starbucks.
we were
little
actually
do
talking
you
about
know,
today.
I'm actually a stalker. I know
Oh, look at
exactly
that.
what you've been doing.
We didn't tell you
You got
guys.
a
She was
hypocrite.
actually one of the few people that came to our house. But no, we don't want to be promoting Starbucks though because their Wi-Fi, no
It's
good.
not-
No bueno.
No good. Their
Not that
drinks are
great.
You
good.
guys were.
Wi-Fi,
I
no
think you
good.
guys were by. You guys were in Irvine the other day, and
We were.
I'm pretty sure you guys were by my office, like on MacArthur, and like I think it's like MacArthur and Irvine or something.
Don't know the road.
I don't know,
Are
but
we
there
talking
was like a
about the
Starbucks. Yeah.
What, by all those huge buildings?
Yes.
Yes, we were
My
in there.
office.
There's an In-N-Out right there.
Yeah.
Starbucks by all the
other
huge
No.
buildings.
No,
There's like.
They're all
You're
like
right,
made out of
accurate.
cement and stuff. I've seen those.
You've seen them?
Yes.
Wow.
With
It's like
the
a
ones
weird
with windows.
business
Yeah, yeah,
complex
yeah. I
slash
was thinking of
big
the other one.
apartments.
Big
and stuff.
windows.
Yeah, but that's close to my office.
Right on.
During the week, I work at
With
a
the
law
cars?
office.
Well, next time we go to that Starbucks, we will hit you up.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
I was
and
like, I wonder
you
if
could
these
be in
little
one of the videos.
hooligans were like skating around my office. Is
Scootering.
this-
Scootering.
So it was like a
scootering around my
hooligan's
office.
holiday.
That could be a thing.
But we are large super fan. Who said that? That is weird.
You
That's not
are
what I meant.
super fan.
You are
I
large
don't know.
super
I
fan?
meant supercar fans. So
yes.
You
at that
guys, you guys
Starbucks-
did a cars and coffee.
we do a lot, and it's. I mean, we're at a Toyota. You know what I mean? So we got to talk about cars a
We're
little
gonna
bit.
talk about the 86 a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
We
it
are
is a good- it is a
large
mean
supercar
car.
fans.
I noticed that. I was checking that actually out about you guys, and my son is a supercar fan too, like
Ooh.
freak.
Who isn't though?
And we just did a show at SEMA, and he had me like sending him videos of
Yes.
every like supercar, and there was tons of
How
them.
did you
I know.
enjoy seeing it? Was it good?
Definitely have to
Are
go
you taking
to,
us next year?
Yeah,
to
we'll be there.
SEMA.
Sure.
Yeah,
We
we'll
went and did the
take you.
broadcast at the Toyota, the corporate Toyota zone.
Okay.
Oh, my.
So we were kind of broadcasting all day for 2 days. So not nearly enough time to see everything. Not that there's enough time
Well,
in,
next time we'll take over the broadcast for a day. Give
You
you
guys
guys
can
an
go look.
opportunity
You
to
got
go
it.
check everything out.
so I'm looking at cars, watching Street Outlaws, and I'm like, oh, that's
at this
Lutz's
stuff.
new Pro Mod. I saw that when I was out there. It's cool.
So I watched one
I
of your
see some
guys'
good
video
content.
where you guys did a build,
A,
like some like custom build.
was it for another channel?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So we
With Fusion, it was one of your sponsors, right? Fusion is one of your.
So Fusion
I need to go.
is our manufacturer sponsor, and we did a custom build with Fusion products along with other products at a shop in LA. And that goes up on their channel. They do a lot of custom builds on their channel. They have other, I mean, I guess you could say the celebrities of scootering on their YouTube channel doing these builds. And I mean, it's a pretty successful channel.
Yeah, just pro riders.
I mean, it was kind of cool watching you guys put it together and like describing the different parts, which led me to kind of wonder. So, who's the mechanic here? Are you guys mechanics for
What's
each other?
funny? Let me say
do
something
you guys
funny.
have a mechanic?
Jump in.
Like,
Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I'm a younger brother. I'm super dependent. I literally, if our TV remote is broken, I'm not watching TV. I have no
Are you
idea
useless?
what to do.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, but if it's things that I care about, I can learn how to do them very well. So when we were
You don't
younger,
care about your keys then, do you? Because you locked those in your car. Like,
I have
what, 4
never
days
done
ago,
that.
5
You
days
are
ago?
bluffing. I've never done that.
Today.
Never.
what are the odds?
No,
I was just gonna say
Oh.
someone needs to do it.
No, there's
What
going to
are
be an
the
odds on
odds?
here.
There'll
We
be
got how
something.
long? We
But
got
no, let me
40
explain.
minutes.
When we were
Loser
younger,
drinks, slams 2 monsters.
Let's go.
Which, by the way, why
You can
didn't you
chug 'em.
guys bring your scooter so that I could have a demonstration
Yeah,
of what's
what's
going
the
on?
deal?
here, you ready? Look at this. You ready?
Okay.
So there's the bars, and then I'm standing on it, right?
Mm.
There you go.
Imagination.
There you go.
Is this
Try
one
it,
of
try
those
it. Go ahead and ride it.
titanium bars that are so
No.
light
Do you
now?
want them to be?
I mean, maybe.
Then they are. No, but let me get in this.
Is that the most indestructible material that you guys have going
It's
on?
At
very
with
the
your
time,
scooters?
strong.
I'd say, yeah, it's very expensive though. So I mean,
Kevlar.
I think companies are reducing their revenue on those just to put them out at a more reasonable price for kids.
But you guys recently went over to Fusion, right? As
Yes.
your
Earlier this
From
year.
Mad Gear.
Correct. Yes.
okay, because I mean, like I said, I was stalking.
Absolutely, yes.
You slowly are becoming the stalker. Yeah.
I mean, I needed to learn about your
No, I'm
guys'
impressed.
sport.
I'm impressed.
That's what any stalker would use as an excuse. But yeah, keep going. Continue.
Of course, but you know what? I'm going to deliver my excuse
Okay.
with a smile. Therefore, I will get away with
Yeah, you'll be
stalking.
fine. Absolutely.
Anyways, so obviously there's a lot of different avenues that kind of give their opinions about sports like scootering.
Yes.
So do you guys follow Scoot Review?
Oh yeah, we don't like to use his name in
Please,
vain.
yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Because
we don't use his name.
Somebody
his,
sounded very bitter critter criticizing
Bitter critter.
very bitter
Like
critter criticizing your guys' move from Mad Gear to Fusion. So I'm kind of wondering about
If
that.
you
Like,
don't
what is
have
this?
haters, you're not in the
That's
game.
Absolutely.
What is
You
this?
just took them right out of my
You
right
know what
there.
I'm
That's what I was
saying?
gonna say. You gotta have a
I mean,
hater here
what
and there.
was up with that? Because that
So I
was-
mean, if you put your your pen down real quick, just drop it.
what, my weapon?
Yeah, put that down.
Yes.
Okay.
You scared?
Right there. He would have criticized the way that you dropped that pen. Take your hands apart. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
The way that you
I
had your
parted
hands
them.
together, there was something
Yeah,
weird.
just stupid.
Negative
Yeah,
about
so
that. for
that's
sure.
who he
I
is.
actually felt that also.
Is that like
It
the
was odd,
industry
right?
hater?
Yeah, but okay.
I
So
wasn't doing that.
let me
right.
go. Let me go into this. He's from. I'm not even. I don't want to talk about him. So we don't like to give him time of day. Like
Yeah, it's
so.
not worth it.
But in our opinion, he reports news in the scooter industry is his thing, and he just happens.
Man, is there ever a guy in the motorsports industry that sounds just like this guy? And we're not
And-
giving him the time
Oh,
of day.
see, we're
either.
not
Exactly,
familiar,
yeah.
but I
He
mean,
who
we know
must
how
not
you
be
feel.
named.
It must be his son.
He who must
Exactly,
not
yeah.
be named. The Voldemort
might be.
of
Right, absolutely.
And so he just. I mean, I get where he like how he does what he does. He just wants views, and I guess that's the way. I mean, we all figure he can get views in a much other way if he reports the
So
positivity.
he gets
That's what I'm
his-
saying.
He
Yeah.
gets his viewership or he gets his attention from
I
the
bet you-
negative.
And that's
He's
just
very
such a
smart,
bummer.
very well spoken, very knowledgeable. He could use it in a total positive way and
Absolutely.
kill it.
It's
right?
great
Absolutely.
content too. Good quality stuff. You know, he knows he's really involved in the industry, but it's just a bummer that he's spreading all this negativity.
It's like honestly, we call him the TMZ of scooter.
yeah.
And I don't know if there's TMZ fans out there. I haven't really watched. Just what I remember of TMZ is just
It is very negative.
no
I'm a lawyer.
non-accurate
people out,
news.
yeah.
Nothing's accurate. He says he just pulls stuff for views, and honestly, in my opinion, is slowly tearing the industry apart, just turning everyone against.
Because
each other.
Chandler did mention that, I mean, as an industry, you guys are all really close and buddies and, you
Yeah,
know, are happy
absolutely.
for each other when, you know, someone lands a new trick or someone wins something or whatever. So
Mhm.
I was a little startled to find a
Yeah.
super hater.
And but that's what's funny is like his fans are 12-year-old kids here, and yeah, he's got a couple core guys who follow his stuff, but the majority of the core guys just feel the same way as we do. It's just like
They're
that's
just-
just him, you know.
Those
Okay,
kids
so
are
that-
super
that guy
susceptible
aside-
to this guy is misleading. We're going to actually get more into this, but we're going to run to a quick commercial here.
Cool. We got to go take a break,
back.
pay a couple bills. Folks, the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
It'll rock your brain, ruin your good name, take money for your shame, and when it wrong, it's a shame. What can you do?
Hi, folks. Jim here, and I want to talk to you about Slime Tire Sealant. Racers in all classes of motorcycles, ATV, bugs, cars, trucks are using Slime Tire Sealant to prevent flats, including pre-runners. Smart teams are even using slime inside their trailer tires, too. I mean, how many tires do you have? Think about it. Do you have motorcycles, ATVs, cars, trucks, trailers, wheelbarrows, motors, and bikes? How many flats have you had in the last year? Maybe the answer is none. Maybe you're due for one. How much time and money can flat tires cost you? How about just the peace of mind? Nobody likes flat tires at all. Just pre-install Slime Tire Sealant to prevent flat tires. Slime is a liquid tire sealant that easily installs after taking out the valve core of the tire with the tool provided. Once inside, slime seeks out and seals punctures instantly and repeatedly and is guaranteed for 2 years. Slime is non-toxic, non-combustible, water-soluble, and does not void tires' warranties, unlike that other stuff in the can. Go for Slime in the Gallon for all your off-road tires. If it isn't green, it isn't slime. Put trust in your tires. Slime, there's no stopping you.
One name you should know, the best place you can go, Toyota of Escondido.
It's true. The best new cars make the best used cars. And Toyota of Escondido is once again #1 in Toyota certified used cars and trucks. Feel confident driving with the peace of mind of a 160-point inspection and Carfax report.
Toyota of Escondido. Toyota of Escondido.
You also get a 12-month or 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty from certified purchase date, plus a 7-year or 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty from original date of sale when new. Please ask for complete warranty details.
Toyota of Escondido.
Toyota certified sales leader for San Diego County for 2014.
Hey, this is Jason Ellis. You might have heard of me, you might not have. I don't really care. And you're listening to the Action Sports Show. It's great. I always listen to it.
You're on, guys.
Folks, welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Jim, Dan, Mayra, we are here with you, driving the ship here today on the Action Sports Show, and we are talking to the BeauBros. And I got to ask you, we mentioned it a little earlier, kiddingly. Is there a rivalry between the two sets of brothers, the Funk brothers, and you guys?
No, there's always rivalry. No matter what we're
all
doing.
friends unless you're brothers, and then it's just on.
But
We're
I
a
mean,
team.
like Chandler said, we've all known each other since. Well, that's funny. It goes back to the story I was telling you how we got into scooters.
Yeah.
I was at our local skate park, Cal Oaks, on a skateboard. It was Capron scooter that I picked up and tried.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, and that had to be 10 plus years ago or something.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, and since then we've all stuck close together and progression. Just we keep just one-upping each other, and that's how we all got to where we are now. But I mean, yes, so there is a rivalry, right? But we're all friends.
You're cool though. You're
and the
brothers.
name too. It's funny because kids always comment, acting like they're mad at us for the name. But it's funny because when we thought of the name, we were like, wow, it's a shame that BeauBros sounds so good, and our buddies are already Funk Bros. And then I told Capron about that, and he literally was like, why would you not name it that?
Yeah.
And
that's kind of what you guys are. So it's interesting. Like your Instagrams, you guys each have a huge following separately, but then on YouTube, you're branded together as the BeauBros.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. Do you guys do stuff individually as well too, or is it pretty much the team?
Lately we've been together almost every day, since we've been, because we started our YouTube channel, posted every single day. And slowly kind of started having gaps, and then we had a couple months where we didn't post as often, and so our growth was pretty good in the beginning, and then slowed down. And this last month is when we really kind of took off. So the last 2 months we've really been together every single day, grinding out and posting.
How long
videos.
has your channel been around that you started?
Around 8 months, 8 months, 9 months.
That's it. Wow.
So
congratulations.
But
Good job.
thank you. But yeah, so I mean, as far as like Instagram and our social media accounts, we've always had our separate stuff. Just
different styles too.
Yeah, and
our feeds are just different style feeds. How we edit we all edit every photo mostly we post on Instagram. So the way we edit our photos is different. Stuff we post is just a different style.
I thought
so
those were natural shots.
So what
they are? Who said they were edited?
Explain the style differences to me. Like are you more sort of rhetorical comedy, and you're more like
I think the overall content we post
the deal?
is typically the same, because given we usually post stuff relative to our YouTube channel, which
just
we
has
do
our own
together.
touch on it.
But I'm saying the editing of it, how would we describe this? Like,
just like filter use and the way a photo looks and the light. I mean, if you look through someone's feed, most people on Instagram or whatever social media network, they all have like some sort of theme or something like you can kind of tell. And so I mean,
I'd say
we
yours
differ.
is more a little more colorful, a little vibrant. I got more of like a vintage,
more plain look. But yeah, so we do differ that way. But we recently
Are you basic?
I'm mysterious. It is what it is.
Basically mysterious.
Okay,
Bingo.
so obviously you guys are a team, but how would you describe your individual character within your little team?
That's a tough question.
Well, it's hard to explain given I'm the smarter, better looking one. You know what I mean?
That answers your question right
So
there.
it's just like I don't know what he has to offer.
What is there left?
I'm just kidding.
No, he doesn't have those things. I'm saying the way.
But he was here before you, so before that he was everything.
Absolutely.
Everything.
For the first 3 years of his life were his golden years, and I just
then this guy came along.
Then I came and took the show.
So he was past his prime at the age of 30.
What's funny too, listen to this though, is
washed.
It's literally tough being his brother, because I will admit, I mean, he's just naturally good at everything. And I mean, he
does like me a little bit.
Yeah, I like him. You know what I mean?
It just felt like it was so hard for
it's-
you to say that.
But what's
though.
yeah, no,
it's all the anger built up from just being second to me
He's
his
so
whole
good at
life.
everything. No, but it's good because since that I have been able to push myself further just to keep up with him and follow his footsteps.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
now, I mean, there's a couple little differences. Like I'd say when we were growing up, you were much better than me at team sports. I was never like a team sport athlete. We both didn't really enjoy team sports, but he was good in baseball. I was not. I didn't really favor any of those sports. Now, one of our biggest subjects is trampolining. I guess I don't know what you would call that.
I saw you guys take
Trampolines.
the little mini tramps to the skate park.
Yes, we bought those. That was a good investment. So I'm more obviously trampoline
kills
oriented.
the trampoline.
Jeremy never really got
He's
into
more of
that.
an acrobat. Like
I mean,
even
where
in
did that
scootering.
idea pop out of? Was this another one of those?
It wasn't
What are
our
the odds?
idea. It was more. We've always loved trampolines, and then all of our buddies started going to Tempest free running, which is in Vista. It's the park we go to. I go every Monday, Wednesday.
Is that
I
a
film.
trampoline park?
Yes, it's the one in most of
I've
our
never
videos.
been to one of those.
It's a blast.
get
And
there.
so all of our buddies would start going there who live out there. And then now that I go to school, my school's 5 minutes from there. Just happen to be.
There's
a
another one
coincidence.
out there that we go to.
There's a
Get
lot
Air?
of- yeah, Get Air. There's
Get
Get
Air,
Airs
yeah,
over
yeah.
here. But this is more of a free running gym, and they have these things called super trampolines, which are a different material, and they launch you twice as high, three
Really?
times as high.
Yeah.
And kids love that. That's what's trending on YouTube right now is super trampolines. I mean, trampolines in a whole as well, but super trampolines specifically, the videos are more, I mean, just more intense, I guess
Yeah.
you would say. And so I started going there. He just recently started coming because I'm always at school, so I just go straight from school. And I love trampoline, so that's how I got into it. But it's been trending for a little while. So
Do you do like the super high jump basketball slam?
no, like I said before, team sports is just embarrassing to see me
No,
try.
he's doing like the double corks and
He knows.
And
Are you jumping and velcroing yourself to?
No, but that would be a good idea.
That's what we were saying earlier today
Yes.
too. Is
So
like
you come on the Action Sports Show, you're launched with new ideas.
absolutely
it's
just in
always the- You're
general.
welcome.
Just in
You're welcome.
general, like
Good job,
the most
Mayra.
random people just say something. It's like, wow, not that you're random. You're one of our stalkers, but like they just say
Non-YouTube
something and it works out.
oriented
Like it's such a good
The
idea.
Stalker.
Yeah.
You stalker.
No, but yeah, it's
That's
always good to
funny.
have off because we get so caught up in what we're doing and we have all these trends we get used to in our heads. So it's nice to have other opinions that are based their opinion and their ideas off nothing, just stuff they see on a daily basis like that. We would have never thought of that. Aside from like, I remember the little inflatable parks you used to go to that were like kind of like trampoline parks, like Pump It Up.
Pump it up.
They had the little like Velcro walls, like you said. You jump off like the
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah.
bouncy,
Yes,
kind of like the
bounce house,
bouncy
yes.
houses.
But yeah, that's that.
Nice.
Okay, so we talked about like negative kind of news, whatever within the scooter industry, but what is the magazine or like the website or the journalist or whoever, whatever, that when they talk about you, you feel like you made it.
Okay.
So there are magazines, blogs, all
like
that kind of stuff.
I mean, do you aspire to be on the cover of something or to be talked about?
Scooter mag.
There's a Scoot mag. There are a couple magazines in scootering. I know Chandler's had an article. I don't think maybe we made it in there once.
We
or
were
twice,
we were
but never
supposed
had
to
an
do
article.
an article, BeauBros article, when we first started a YouTube channel. We were just too busy to do that. I think we were traveling.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple magazines, but I mean, mainly where everyone goes nowadays is social media. I mean, it's so easy to follow up on what someone's doing,
and it's really like minute to minute, like updates.
Absolutely,
right then.
yeah.
It's funny too, because like we recently just started focusing on the Twitter platform. We never really went to Twitter. I used to use Twitter for like school friends. That was the only way I'd connect with like people from school. Now that I graduated, if any of you guys went to high school, you don't connect with anyone from high school anymore besides your close group of friends.
I don't talk to anyone.
Exactly,
who went to
yeah.
high school.
And so I converted my whole Twitter to scootering, and it's nice because it's funny. We have like this, every time we post a video, we have this like group of fans that always immediately share and tell people to go watch.
Is that the OG fans?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Twitter. Like Twitter just got like such a good.
They're committed. For sure.
I don't know what it is, but
and so I guess that's nice.
On there.
That's nice. That's when you made it, when you have like an
when
army.
you go viral,
but
like
you
on Twitter?
really know you've made it when you're on the Toyota Action Sports
Absolutely.
show. So that's
that.
That's true.
That's the answer I was looking for. I was
we
waiting
really
for
don't have to
someone
say
like,
anything else
say it.
after that. That's it.
You have
arrived.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're done. We could quit today.
It's crazy.
And we're good.
Where is like the Rocky song? Like you feel like yes,
Wait,
you're
guys,
at the top of the.
I don't hear anything.
I have something to announce. Chandler is 3 sandwiches deep.
Have you been watching?
Oh,
I've been
just
kind of
chipping away
scoping
at the
him out.
title.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me with 5.
Hey, how are those pepperoncinis, man?
Hit me with 5. Yeah, let me see those pepperoncinis. I would not touch them.
No, don't do it.
So much saliva.
Filled
in there.
with like Jordan. Yeah, no good.
Yikes!
Yum.
What else you guys into, man?
I mean, that's.
Are you guys going to A1? Chandler's going.
Awesome.
Going to
A1?
Supercross fans?
Anaheim won round
Yeah,
1.
we've never been
Supercross.
in the Super.
What?
No.
Yeah,
I thought you guys were into like.
I know,
What's funny
this
is
is
we
like-
do not watch anything. Like the only, I guess, event I would watch on TV, weirdly, is surfing, because I used to be a big surfer. So I haven't surfed in a while. I've been really busy. We always talk about getting back out there. I was surfing a couple times a week, and I would always get on my computer and watch the World Tour. If you guys probably had surfers. You have Damien Hopgood up there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like people always ask us, they assume we watch football because football is huge and everyone watches. But it's like when we tell them, they're like, "What?
I hardly watch football.
Like, you guys
at
like
all.
weird or something?"
You guys were talking about UFC and something else I went on this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously we
Well,
hear
there's been
about it.
surf
It's
going on this
everywhere.
weekend also.
There
We didn't
has.
talk about it, but
You made it very clear that like it wasn't a super important thing. Like if the remote broke, you wouldn't attempt to put like new batteries in it. You'd just like, okay,
Absolutely
I
not.
don't watch TV.
Yeah,
So I didn't
much.
think you were like a. But what you'll have to do, so hopefully we can get you guys down here also on our big autograph signing party where thousands of people come here, vendors, anyways, and sign autographs. We want a scooter zone, and it's 2 days before the San Diego Supercross. It would be cool to get you guys to go to the
That
event
would
and see
be
what it's
fun
all
to make
about.
it out.
Experience it for yourself. It's really you'll be addicted.
here I got a. You guys aren't going to get to appreciate this enough because it's
What are
just
you showing
here, but
him?
I'm going to show you a little top secret stuff about a Velcro wall
Okay.
that is designed to lay on the landing side of a mega ramp landing.
Ooh. Okay. So you jump the mega ramp and then you stick to it.
That just sounds really.
Would it be?
painful.
I would.
How?
I would assume, yeah.
Squishy
It's
is this?
It's a large blow up.
Okay, so you have the blueprints when you putting this together.
Do you know Do you know anyone who can make something like that? Dan?
So this is already built. This was built several years ago.
By who?
And is this
For a certain
regularly
company that's been
used?
sitting on it and has decided not to use it.
That is a
Okay.
good.
It's up to them.
I would have guessed.
Right on.
Yep.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to that.
So don't be surprised when you see that. But you guys were bringing it up, and it just reminded me of this project
neat.
that we worked on. That
So something.
so many projects out there that have yet to see the light of
Yeah,
day.
you guys
and,
wait.
But
You
it's
guys wait.
coming. You said it's
It's
coming.
on the way.
Who knows? Who knows?
It is.
It's ready.
It's on the way.
It'll be
That's
there.
what he's saying.
And if it's not out in 5 years, I've seen it. So
It would
I'll
be
make it
cool
happen.
to demo that at the Supercross
saying.
party.
Ooh.
Just
Yeah,
saying, like a
that's,
fly on the wall, you know.
It's real easy to get done.
Yeah.
Right?
No
We could
I
get
mean,
that
why
done
are
by
you
throw that
guys?
up out here.
Why are you guys not putting on a show in the pits during Supercross?
That's what we're saying.
That's
You
why
got
we're
you
going.
guys have the connections with Supercross. When we can get
I'll
that
make a
done.
call.
What is funny is a lot of the Supercross and I don't know, maybe Super, but Moto guys, and they're always riding scooters in the pits. At some
Yeah, exactly.
They are.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is a tie-in.
And a lot of them, yeah, fans and ride him at home. And
I don't know if you guys know who Austin Faulkner is.
Never
but,
heard of him.
I know
Is he-
him.
is he
I know
ride-
him. He's an
Does
amazing
he drive cars?
Scooter
He's a truck racer, right?
No. Oh, gosh, kidding.
I was
But
playing
yeah.
with it, Dan. You didn't roll with me.
I
man.
know a little bit of moto. But yeah. Chandler's the moto guy. He knows a lot.
He is
about that.
amazing on a scooter, though. Actually, and he's
Yeah,
just
he is very good.
He's just one of those guys. Like you talked about how your brother is just gifted at what anything he does. You are. So is Austin.
Really?
He just does.
I have
everything.
not
Pass that over to Dan.
Yeah, I've never been able to.
That's
meet
that's
him, but I've
Austin
talked to him.
inverted doing a
Well,
yeah,
backflip
I
on a
forgot
scoot.
about that.
Why have I never heard of this kid?
I've
It's
never
awesome.
seen Austin doing.
Oh, I've seen it. I've
He
watched
was
him.
in,
I know all about
Actually,
it. Yeah.
didn't he? Isn't there a little?
There was
he was
a
in one of
movie.
those Moto
Moto
movies.
6 or Moto
6.
5?
Yes, he's in Moto
2?
5 or 6.
6. I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've talked to him on Instagram once or twice. But I've never been
Yeah.
able to meet it. Doesn't he live somewhere?
charges.
In,
Yeah, he
in,
lives
like,
back
the middle
east.
of the country.
Yep.
Yeah,
Something
pass
like
it
that.
right around the
I'm gonna
circle.
Pass
There
it
you go.
back.
Here we go.
You want to do one more lap?
Circle of
just 'cause?
trust.
All right, circle of trust. Chandler. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, brother. Just kidding.
Go eat more sandwiches. You got some catching up.
Well,
to
hey,
do.
we got to take our final little break, and we'll be
Alrighty.
back a lot more with the BeauBros. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is the Action Sports Show.
It'll rock your brain, ruin your good name, take money for your shame, and we're all entertained. What can you do?
You're listening to Guy Talk, broadcasting live from the Sport Clips Haircuts locker room. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, boxers or briefs?
Speaking briefly, boxers. Unless you're a boxer, then I'd go briefs. Next caller.
I want to find my nearest sport clips, but I don't want to ask for directions.
It's not technically asking for directions if you use sportclips.com to find your nearest Sport Clips location, and no one will ever know. Let's take a break for a word from our sponsor, Sport Clips, where guys go to get an awesome haircut while watching sports on TV. Throw in our relaxing massaging shampoo and our legendary hot steam towel, and you've got our MVP haircut experience. Your head will be as majestic as a freshly mowed Major League outfield. Try it today. Last caller, you're on the air with Guy Talk.
So, how cool is getting a haircut at Sport Clips?
Oh, it's like stepping up to the plate and slam dunking a touchdown. That's all the time we have today. This has been Guy Talk, brought to you by Sport Clips, where it's good to be a guy.
What's up, guys? This is Donnie from FMF Racing. When I'm not straight out of Compton slinging pipes in the corner, I'm listening to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota of Escondido.
You're on, guys.
Welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Hey, while you're on the website, remember to follow our social media at TE Action Sports. That's at TE Action Sports, and subscribe to the podcast. Go home on your iTunes, click on the Action Sports Show, watch it on your widescreen TV in quadraphonic stereo sound. Yes, quadrophenia, man.
Voice.
Woo!
And
now
it's
time. Hey guys, welcome back to the show here, and having a great time talking to you guys. Now, talk to us a little bit about where you are in your season of everything that you're doing. Are you guys done for the year? Kind of chilling till
Is this your
17,
off-season?
or is there an off
There's
season?
no
Yeah.
off season.
Is this your training season?
That's the
Training?
thing is, well, like I said before, consistency is a huge thing. So we will post most likely
There's
every
no-
day.
So you refer to yourself. She's talking to you as an athlete, but you
Scootering.
see yourself as a YouTuber.
See, he's like, no.
There's
The
no-
camera loves me.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
camera loves
Yeah, there's
me.
that. Definitely, that is going on with him.
I saw that happen. I'm like,
Wait,
she's
what
talking about
happened?
Scooter
I'm
and
like,
you jumping
all
about
right.
YouTube.
I did
When's
not
your
hear
next
what
competition? Are you training? Like, what's going on here? Like, how's your head in the
Oh, that
game? Like,
makes
what are we doing here?
And he's
And
like,
he's like, no.
I film every day. What are you talking about?
I'm a movie
No
star.
I actually own a website URL that I've had for several years that I think is perfect for this guy. It's called thecameralovesme.com. I legitimately own that.
That is not
Do
what I
you
mean,
really?
guys.
Yes,
For what price
I
are you
know
willing to
someone
let that
else.
go?
I feel like I know a couple people.
I think that maybe there's a
Out
couple
of
people that should be
context,
posted
it was,
on that.
It was misinterpreted. You guys got to understand. We do this every day.
We eat,
for most
sleep.
of the day.
We literally
So would
eat,
you
sleep,
say
and breathe
that
YouTube.
your YouTube channel is your kind of primary priority over competition right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an
This thing's
an
grown
everyday
into
thing.
itself.
I mean,
Because in YouTube we use YouTube for scootering as well.
Yeah.
So we scooter in our YouTube videos, not all the time. it's just we focus on our demographic and what they want to see. But I mean,
because you're right, you do have a lot of variety with your YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos that I've seen that have nothing to do with scooters.
Yeah, like the tasering video.
Yes,
recently.
like the tasering.
Did you enjoy
Poor father.
That was wild.
Talk to us about that.
Why did you
took
just do
place
your side, dude? I was like, what is this?
Okay, let me
dude?
explain this. So we're
Taser or stun gun?
Oh my!
It was
You
a
don't
stun
even
gun.
And this
wanna
guy
mess
didn't even
with
go
it.
on camera. He's like, no, I'm
I
filming
have
for this
stun
one.
gun myself.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing was that we
It
were at my
hurts.
dad's house, and I'm always thinking of video ideas. And it was the morning. We had to upload that day, and we lagged the day before, so we had to film a quick video. And I always wanted to film this video.
Who casually has a stun gun like just laying around?
We bought one.
Big Five does.
Big Five does.
I got one.
That's why. So if any of you guys think this is some serious thing, it's just a little thing we got from Big Five. Okay, a little good idea. And my dad, as you guys could tell, is French, and it just sometimes can be a little girl. And so I was like, it would be hilarious to see his
so
reaction
funny.
in this video. The reason we did legs, first of all, if you notice, I could not stun myself. It is so hard to commit to that. If you see the electricity in person,
I mean, if you have it right now, I'll just show you. It's not that big of a deal.
you could demonstrate on you. Are you
Yeah,
down?
I'll do it to myself.
What?
Oh no.
Okay, when's the next time we can come on this show?
Oh, I mean, if you don't have it right now, then
Oh
it-
yeah, never
whatever.
again. That was
They
our only
didn't even
opportunity.
But I'll
their
tell you right now.
scooters.
Hey, Chris, grab my backpack.
Next Tuesday. Come back next Tuesday.
Not the blue one. Grab the yellow.
I just need a 9-volt battery.
Yeah,
Why do
right.
they run on 9?
No, these were lit. Okay, see, you're not using
It's
a big
the
boy
same as
taser.
putting a
Then.
9-volt
These
battery
were
on your tongue.
lithium
You know,
ion.
use a cattle prod, okay?
A what? Who?
That's where you
You
shock
don't know what a
like
cattle
cattle.
prod is?
Yeah, I grew up in California.
No, but what's funny about
Like
the taser?
Riverside.
The
We have
name-
Riverside.
We have
Riverside.
cows here.
Riverside.
The name actually describes it.
Cattle
Cattle prod.
prod.
You prod a cattle forward.
Prod. I've never
With-
heard. Is it a verb?
Prod?
What's the origin?
It's
Yes,
a,
prod. Like it's
Use it
an
in a
action.
sentence.
Like
Use
you
it in
would,
a sentence,
Yeah.
please.
I'm prodding.
I'm going to use this
To
cattle
prod,
prod.
like
To
Prada.
prod.
You're a
You
product.
mean like
To
Prada?
prod
I heard of Prada before.
has prodded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Past tense.
I've
or-
never been so lost.
Yeah.
Ever.
Vocabulary.
Oh no, I'm here. I totally get
Vocabulary.
it now.
Okay, this is a vocabulary.
Action
listen now.
sports.
Good.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
Look, chickens.
Anyways, back to the taser thing though. It was just so funny because when our dad gets scared or mad or whatever it is, his voice just shoots up and is the highest thing you've ever.
Why did I just hear a taser
Oh,
sound
he's
effect?
cooking something up back there. But yeah, and his voice just gets so high, and it was just the funniest thing ever. I don't like that.
Okay, I
sound.
jumped. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but what's funny about the taser also is we always get comments on our YouTube videos from kids because on the box it says like 950,000 volts, and you get all these kids thinking like, oh, they're lying. It's not that because that would kill you. But I guess the whole thing is it depends on how it's transmitted in like watts or amps.
Yeah,
or
there's
something.
also I'm not even tired. It's been a while since I took physics, but yeah, it was real. It did.
It didn't feel
hurt.
good. I would tell you that right now. It's not a good
The
feeling.
myth has been busted.
Yes.
He's over here just like these guys are wussies. Like,
No,
yeah,
I
this
mean, I
guy's
heard it
like
has
Disco.
everything to
In
do
the
with
forehead.
how hydrated you are.
Have they
That
been to
could make
Baja
sense,
and
yeah.
I mean,
done the
that
jockey box
absolutely
though?
does make sense.
I know.
What's the jockey box?
So in
The
Baja,
best lies have a little truth in them.
Yeah.
in Baja, they
So-
got a guy walking around with a
That's
car
true.
battery and 2 metal handles, and he has a dial of 0 to 10, and you see how long you can hold on.
What?
You get to about 6 or 7. I took it in San Felipe, is where I know the guy from. But and then it gets so tight, like it's 6 or 7, like you can't let go. And
Or
it's like,
talk.
right.
So you could not get away with that here in the States.
Yeah,
but it would
I'm
be
gonna
awesome
say,
to
okay.
try.
It's literally a
Yeah.
car battery with jumper cables and 2 hand prods that you hold on to. Really safe.
You guys need to
That
put
was
a
a
little.
good idea. We should. That'll be.
You need to put a little cart together and go to the mall and see if you and then like fake it out and see if you can convince somebody to try it.
Do like a little DIY video. We
Yep.
show them how to make it, and then we're gonna go.
Can we
to
get
jail
arrested
real
a
quick.
couple minutes later?
Like I
Yeah,
said, just fake
that's
it
fun.
out.
Great for radio. You get
Fake
so
it,
many more
yeah.
likes
You
and
would
views.
get so
Absolutely. You
many
guys make
hits
good
on that
points.
video.
You guys
We
make
need some
good points.
controversy. Who?
Better
Which one of you
yet,
is better suited for going
Take
to
a
jail for a
cop's
day or two?
taser and use
Going
it.
to who?
Jail for
Jail.
a day or two.
Who wants to go?
Short time.
I'm not. I don't condone jail, but every once in a while I have ideas, and he's very safe.
So yeah, I'm the one that's like Jordan. Shut up. That's
He's
not gonna
kind
happen.
of a little.
I
girl
feel once
sometimes.
he's sitting in there, you go, okay, this wasn't a good idea.
Have you
Yeah.
guys gone and jumped the cliff in like South San Diego there?
Sunset
Yeah,
Cliffs?
Sunset
Yeah.
Cliffs.
You done that for your videos?
No,
Not for videos.
and which is funny because so many people have filmed
There's a
there,
big
but
trend
no, we've
for
never done
sure.
that.
Have you seen Urban Assault?
No.
The streets with the Baja Bug?
Yes, I have. Oh my! Where he's going down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And he ends up on the beach.
Yeah.
Unreal. That video is so awesome.
How about parachuting? Have you thrown each other out of a plane yet?
That's that's on the way.
Okay, listen, I'm terrified of heights.
Perfect.
Let's go do it.
Listen to my hypothesis on skydiving. I think when you're scared of heights, you're scared when you're up somewhere high, you're just scared to fall, correct?
Totally.
So I think the whole fear of heights goes out the window when you're actually falling
Yes.
out of the plane.
Yes.
Because you can't be scared of heights.
If
'cause
I'm
you're
on a
already
ladder,
doing
I'm
what's the
scared.
worst.
If I'm in an
Yeah,
airplane
but
at
I
30,000 feet, I'm laughing.
She's
Going,
like, yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure that your fear is going to transform into
Yeah.
being afraid
Of
like being
everything.
obliterated when you hit
No,
the
because
ground.
I think when you're scared of falling, you're scared of the potential of you falling off. But I think once after you've actually hopped out of this plane, there's no fear.
Have you hopped out of this plane that you're speaking of?
Yes.
I feel like you
Yes.
haven't. And then you can speak on it.
Okay.
So our friends that we just met down at the Big Boys Toy Show at Skydive San Diego just actually emailed me yesterday wanting to hook up and do some stuff. So just saying, maybe grab the camera and let's go.
But we gotta wait. We gotta wait till we hit like
1 million subscribers.
There we go.
That's
Everyone,
cliche.
Well, that's
everyone
gonna be like
skydives
next
at 1
week,
million
so-
subscribers.
That's true.
I mean, maybe that should be like your thing. You'd be like, we'll go skydiving when we get 1 million. So come on, guys.
Maybe we'll
What if
change
we
it
want to
up.
hit like 1,000,001? So I don't want to die at 1,000,000. You gotta.
Yeah. He makes
What
a good
about
point.
what about
So what you're
what about-
saying is you're never going to go skydiving.
No, when
because
I'm
you're
older.
never going to have
When I'm
enough.
older, I will. But I got too much like to live for right now. I don't think I
Absolutely.
can take these chances.
What about like budget bungee jumping?
budget?
What's budget?
That just sounds like a bad.
How much
idea.
Dan will
Seems
pay
like
you to do
made
it.
a cheap bungee jump.
Exactly. Yeah. See, it's more so like
Okay.
that. Like go to the go to Walmart
Yeah,
and
it's
build a
like
bungee.
a thread jump.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
spending all the money on the bungee. Yeah.
Because those bungees wear out, and then some of the lower level companies buy them and still use
Yeah,
them.
so
for a
we
little
go buy
while.
new ones. It's much safer.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I would feel safer bungee jumping than skydiving, though. For sure.
We did talk to some friends of ours that I think you guys would have a blast doing this. That Vegas off-road group that we talked to in
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah.
They pick you up at your hotel in a helicopter. They fly you to the airstrip. Then they throw you up in a plane. You bungee. No, you don't bungee out of a plane. You jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
They teach you how to jump out of a plane on the way up. You land right on the middle of the desert where they have all these trophy trucks. So they put you in trophy trucks.
Don't you shoot
drive
machine
for
guns
500
before you do
miles.
that, or?
No, then you end up at a place where you shoot machine guns and a bazooka and
Yeah.
blow up a taxi.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
not invited on this.
Yeah,
How
well, how do
insane is
we-
that moment?
How do we get there?
That
How's
could
this-
be the greatest YouTube video of all time.
That's
of
what I'm
everything
saying.
you've said, this is the one thing that I'm actually like down for.
Right.
It's called Vegas Off-Road. Vor, look them up. They're really,
Vor.
really rad guys. And yeah, when you guys hit 1 million, we'll go there and do it
That's
with
a
you.
business.
What rate is your channel growing at? Like a day? Do you know?
I'd say on average, this past, because it just started about 3 weeks ago, we've gone up around 110,000 subscribers in a month. This month
From posting every day.
from posting every day, and it just blew up out of nowhere. Because before we went from around 25,000 subscribers over a span of 7 months.
That's when
6
we
months,
slowed
7
down on
months,
posting.
and then we went from 125. We are probably really close to 150 right now.
So does
do
it
you
really motivate you to post when you see that kind of
Yeah.
growth? Like, oh, let's go.
It's like,
Oh,
you know,
for
when you go to
sure.
the gym and you start seeing results and you get addicted to the gym, but you hate the gym.
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. See that?
Do that. You guys see that video?
Welcome to the gun show.
Where are the abs?
The Donald
Yeah.
Trump video? No,
Which way to
but
the beach?
yeah, no, it's been growing. We had a 10,000 subscriber day, 10,000 subscriber days, which is just unreal. It doesn't
So
even make
do
sense.
you shoot content every day and then edit and then post one a day? Is that like?
Yes. So about that, sometimes we usually have one in like a storage unit in our computer in case we need it. Like
Yeah.
in
That
case
works
an emergency
best. Yeah,
happens,
like-
we always
Like
have
next
one.
Wednesday, I'm not going to film, but I got enough stuff to put. There'll still be a video. Don't
Exactly.
worry, folks. There will be a video.
But the thing is too is we like to keep it for more of an emergency situation if we can't film.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll film 2 videos in a day if we just like to have extras in case
Sure.
emergencies come up, because you got like
When you guys have to have a lot of stock footage.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, for like as an example, we went from 0 to 20,000 subscribers in the first month of YouTube, which was backed by social media. We already had a social media following. And then we didn't post. We posted like once over a 2-week span instead of what we were doing every day. And then we went from 20 to 25,000 subscribers in 6 months. So once you break consistency, it really like shoves you back. So
Yeah.
there's none of that anymore. We
Yeah, that's the
can't
key.
risk that.
Yeah, you miss one day, and I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it really is important for those people who are subscribed to you, following you.
And you guys seem pretty tech savvy. So do you think that that's more the the followers' attention span, or do you think that has to do with the algorithm set up within YouTube to expose your channel?
On that subscriber level, I think it's more so just the people going and checking our channel every day for video. Because I mean, even what you see people with very, very low subscriber counts, they have a good video they put out, with a good title and it's backed. The video content itself is actually good, and it'll blow up to millions of views. So the algorithms are important, but
Which
it is
no one
separate.
really knows
yeah.
either. That's the thing about YouTube.
It's hard to crack.
We
for
always
sure.
you
You can get a feel for it, but you're right.
Yeah, you
there's
guys,
no-
I assume use YouTube. Do you know the trending page on YouTube? The trending page, you can click on it, and it's
Oh,
all the
yeah,
trending
yeah.
videos.
I thought you said
at the
turning.
time. No,
Yeah.
trending. And so it's funny because we've researched that, and to get on the trending page is great because it's
Yep.
you're on the main page of YouTube.
Sure.
And there's no change really for a couple days. And what's funny is no one knows officially how to get on that. I mean, there's people who have developed
some mysterious,
pretty accurate ideas of how you can better your chances to get on that, but it's YouTube's algorithm is so weird and unknown.
Do your subscribers get a notification like when you post something? Like
in their YouTube app. So I mean, they're able to. There's like a. I don't know what you'd call it.
No,
like,
they don't get on your. They get a text. A lot
like
of
do you
people
get a text or
Well,
like
if-
an email?
if they
I feel
have
like
on their
I've gotten email.
notifications.
If they have
then
push
yeah.
notifications on,
Yeah,
then
most
they
I
will.
guess so. Yeah.
Otherwise, when they open their app, it'll let them know
It'll
there'll
show
be
up in their
numbers next to all their subscribers.
But basically, they'll get it. They can get a notification when they're not within
Yeah.
YouTube. So then
Most
they would go
likely,
in
that's
YouTube.
typically I'm pretty sure
Ideally,
the
yeah.
stock setup of how your phone works. Once you hit subscribe, then you are getting notifications when we post, no matter what. Which is why we encourage people to subscribe, because then we don't have to post on our social medias to tell them to subscribe or to tell them to watch the video. They already know it's out. And
So how do you deal with the whole subscribe thing? Because I think it's often so cheesy, and like at the end, people will either do their stock video, and if you guys are doing this, whatever, take it for what it is. But I think there are more creative ways to, because you want to say it, you want to mention it because it matters. But there's got to be creative ways to kind of like just intertwine it without
Yeah.
it being like the
I mean,
subscribe, follow, link, like, and the
Swipe.
Yeah, I mean that's
push.
true. There is. I mean, sometimes. Actually, not. I mean, sometimes
we'll
they'll come up and
sincerely
we'll
tell
bring it
them.
up. But yeah, most
Yeah.
of the time we're just real. It's like,
if
hey,
you guys are doing that, I think that's
subscribe.
right.
Yeah.
But
But also the thing with YouTube is YouTube allows you, there's two things. There's called cards, and then there's end screen annotations. And so at the end of every one of our videos, we made an outro that plays every time that has our social media, our main social media, Instagram. And then what YouTube does is they have this preset where it goes in and it sets up a little button that you pretty much click, and then you can hit subscribe easy. And
Right.
so it's really, if it's really easy for viewers to subscribe, they'll do it.
Yeah.
That's
If
a
they want to.
built-in
Yeah.
feature with YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's.
But you guys mention it. I've noticed just conversationally within your videos sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, we don't mind just being straight up and like, hey, I mean, we're posting every day. If you guys like what we do, subscribe. That way, you know that it's coming out and we get to make more videos.
We got just like a minute left.
Cool.
Real quick, last question. What do you get view-wise, like subscribers aside?
As far as like our videos, like
yeah,
the
like I
average
saw
video.
one. I saw one that was launched yesterday, and
Yeah.
it already had thousands
Yeah.
and tens of
So
thousands.
Today's video we checked earlier was at 70,000 for the day. We posted 10 a.m. Our highest view video, which actually just kind of went viral this last week, it's at 1.5, just over 1.5 million.
What was the content
We went
for that
to
one?
Beverly Hills one day, and we always think about this when we're looking at supercars, like what do these people do for a living? And we know a lot of people have the questions, so we figured it'd be a good way to connect with them if we went out in public and asked these supercar drivers what they do for a living.
Nice. And
Hey,
that
real
got
quick,
you the
where
action.
can they follow you real quick? Because we're just about out of time.
So our YouTube is BeauBros, BEAU, as in the first four letters of beautiful, Bros, BROS on YouTube. Subscribe, and our Instagrams are just our names.
Yeah, Jeremy Beau, Jordan Beau.
Simple
And
as that.
BeauBros on Instagram.
I see what you
as well.
did there. Beautiful.
Hey, thank you guys for coming out.
Thank
You
you
guys are
so
rad.
much
Keep it
for
up. You're
having
doing a
us,
great
guys.
job. And Mayra, thanks for coming out.
Thanks,
Awesome
guys.
having you on the show. And Chandler Dunn, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many sandwiches he's had, but hey, we're going to have a great show for you next week. Thank you for checking us out tonight. You can get us every week now from 6 to 8 p.m. That's 6 to 8 p.m. Go to theactionsportshow.com for more information. Follow the social media at TE Action Sports. And download the podcast. And from all of us here, hope you have a great week. Next week, we'll be talking about the Baja 1000, all kinds of great stuff going on. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So for all of us here at the Action Sports Show, have a great week, and we will see you next time. Woohoo!
Go Vista Murad up.